Hey, Nyla. Just letting you know. Mom's coming to stay with us next week, so make sure everything's ready.
Wait, next week? Isn't that a bit sudden? How long is she staying?
How long? That's obvious. She's staying until her birthday week is over. We're planning a special event every day to give her the best time.
Birthday week? This is the first I've heard of it. And dedicating an entire week just to Mom? Isn't one day enough for a birthday?
You wouldn't understand, but my bond with Mom is special. It's normal to spend a whole week celebrating the miracle of her giving birth to me. Honestly, even a week doesn't feel like enough.
I've never heard of such a thing, and I have work too. There's no way I can handle daily event preparations. And besides, this is your mother's birthday, not mine.
Jeez, what are you talking about? Her birthday is like a festival for the whole family. You're part of the family, so of course you help out 100%.
If you really see me as family, you could at least consult me first, don't you think?
I don't have time for endless discussions. Besides, if you disagreed, it'd be pointless. I'll do whatever it takes to make her happy. And for your information, we share the same birthday, so I'd appreciate it if you respected the depth of that bond.
If she's that important, why don't you two just enjoy the week together? I'll be somewhere else.
But don't be ridiculous. You're like our maid and host combined. You'll cook amazing food for us and set up the room to her preferences. That's your duty as my wife.
Duty? I have my own life, you know.
Your life? Nonsense. You're here as part of me and Mom. Your needs don't matter. Put her first.
If you're so eager to go all out for her, do it all yourself.
I'm busy with work. Plus, to give her the level of hospitality she deserves, your help is essential. I can't manage it alone. She expects you to do your part, so just tag along.
She can expect whatever she wants, but I don't have the time or capacity to prepare anything. It's unfair to dump it all on me.
Then what are you gonna do if you don't cooperate? Our marriage could end.
Fine. Let's kick off this birthday week, then. I'll make sure everything's ready.
Got a minute? I need to tell you something.
What is it?
Guess what? Mom loves the new house you bought, so she's moving in with us. If you're not on board, it's divorce.
Ugh, here we go again. Another one of your grossly over-the-top mommy love declarations. What kind of mama's boy antics are you bringing out today? Don't tell me you've customized the new house just for her or something. Honestly, it's disgusting. Why don't you just build a castle next to hers and live there? No one will stop you, and I'll live somewhere else, so no worries.
Oh, shut it. Don't think you have any say in this.
I was actually surprised you bought such an expensive new house without saying why, but it makes sense now. All for that tyrant of a mother-in-law. That's not even a home for us. It's basically for the two of you.
Hey, don't talk like that. You know she's the kindest and most beautiful person in the world. She's my goddess, so of course, I'd build a house for her. Building a palace for her is the least I could do.
Are you serious? That term is nauseating, honestly. If she's that important, why don't you two just live together? I'll find myself an apartment somewhere else, and you two can enjoy your mommy palace life.
Like I'd allow that. You're here to serve us. I need you working as our maid, taking care of the house and cooking. Can't have my housekeeper running off.
Excuse me? Look, I've had enough of being treated like a punching bag by you two since I was young. Haven't I put up with enough? How much more patience do you think I have?
So what?
I've been splashed with water, had mud thrown at me, called every name in the book. I'm absolutely fed up. Can you just stop treating me like a fool already?
We're childhood friends, and you've always been my slave. So you should be grateful I promoted you to maid when you married me.
When we were all living together, you'd put on those cringe-worthy displays every night kissing Mom goodnight like it was some love scene. Ugh, it made my skin crawl.
We share the same birthday, proving the deep bond we have. We're connected by a bond that no one else can match, so it's only natural that I'd want to show it off.
You've said that 1,000,000 times. and it gets grosser every time. Could you just stop?
Don't they say that a mother is a son's first love? It's only natural that we'd have this special connection.
Excuse me? I've never heard that in my life.
Well, I wouldn't expect someone without a mother to understand.
Anyway, I'm absolutely done putting up with the two of you and your whims. Live together if you want. I'm moving out.
Oh, look who's talking big now. Don't forget how much your family owes mine, alright?
Excuse me?
8 years ago, when your dad lost his job after his business went under, who hired him?
That was your dad, but...
You got to go to college thanks to my dad, the CEO.
I'm grateful for that. If it weren't for him, who knows where we'd be now.
So now that the company's been sold and both our dads are gone, you're not thinking it doesn't matter anymore, are you? We're the family of someone who helped you out.
I'm fully aware of that.
Remember what we said back then? Marry me, become our servant, and pay back the favor. You nodded, didn't you?
To be accurate, I'd say I didn't have much choice in the matter.
What do you mean by that?
But don't you remember? When I refused, you posted all those lies about me on social media and made a joke of me with our friends.
Oh, don't know anything about that.
Oh, don't pretend like you don't. You glared at me like a demon and said, if I didn't do as you said, you'd make sure my dad ends up the same way.
Oh yeah, now I remember. Watching you writhe in agony was honestly hilarious.
Do you want me to come over and give you a piece of my mind?
Stick to the point, will you?
I couldn't stand the thought of being tied to a twisted mother-son duo like you two, but I couldn't bear the idea of my dad, who raised me alone, getting hurt.
Well, if you think that way, just do as a maid should and listen to me and Mom. You're always talking back.
That's because you two keep making things miserable for me. Otherwise, I wouldn't say a word.
We're just disciplining you.
Waking me up in the middle of the night or putting soap in my food is discipline? That's plain harassment.
Oh yeah, we're great at it. Praise us, lick our shoes.
That's just disgusting. Get over yourself.
See, it's only natural for you to serve the magnificent goddess and king, isn't it?
Listen to what I'm saying for once.
Either way, you don't have a say here. If you hate it, divorce me and get out of town.
I do have a say. I'm part of this family for better or worse.
Oh, is that how you're gonna play it? Then I'll punish you. Better prepare yourself.
If it weren't for him being a childhood friend and family of someone I owed a debt to, I'd have never bothered with those fools. I'm Nyla, 28 years old. I work as a writer from home. My husband Ryan and my mother-in-law, Courtney, have been a constant source of stress since I was young. Whenever my busy father-in-law or my own father wasn't around, those two would team up to mess with me endlessly. So when they pressured me into marriage, I felt sick to my stomach. But now, with both my father-in-law and father gone, I'm considering finally going through with a divorce. Yet part of me wants to keep up this life a little longer to get back at them for everything they've put me through. However, I never expected that the day to carry out the plan would come sooner than I thought.
Hi, do you have a moment? Not that I'm free, but have you seen it yet? How are you feeling right now?
What's with the disaster in the yard? Why is all my stuff burnt?
Didn't I tell you? I said you'd be punished. My baby and I prepared a special surprise just for you. Who do you think you are, trying to keep me from moving into that house? There's no way I'll let such a crime slide, you little fool.
I get chills every time I hear that. Can you stop calling your grown son baby? Ugh, it's creepy. And doing all this while I'm away on a business trip? Have you no shame?
You rejected me. My baby and I are one and the same. We're family, you know. Of course I'm supposed to live in that house.
One and the same? Then why don't you two build your own little love nest somewhere else? All you guys ever do is team up like school bullies, and I'm beyond fed up with it.
I don't need a stray cat like you telling me anything. We aren't just mother and son. We're fated partners. I won't let you ruin our little love bubble. Get it? I'll take you down in the name of justice.
What? Oh, please. You bringing justice? Give me a break. Who are you to talk about justice? And what am I supposed to do about my stuff? I don't even have anything to change into now.
That was the point, so complaining won't help. Why don't you try strolling around outside naked? Maybe you'll get arrested and cool off in jail for a bit.
Then why don't you try it first? Enough of your ridiculous nonsense. Wait, what's this?
Oh, did you find something? What's got you so shocked?
My dad's sparrow pen holder? It's destroyed beyond repair.
Oh, that tacky little sparrow. It figures that old man would give such a tasteless gift. How pitiful.
Oh, shut up. That was a custom gift he gave me when I started my job. And you destroyed it without a thought. Don't think you'll get away with this.
Oh my, sounds like you're pretty upset. Mission accomplished.
It's so broken now. It's beyond fixing.
Yes, that's the line. Feel the pain. Cry for me. I've always loved that look of suffering on your face.
You're absolutely rotten to the core. Where are you two right now? I'm not letting this go until I get one good hit in. Show yourselves.
Oh, that's not possible. You see, we're relaxing on a tropical island far, far away.
Wait, where the heck are you?
Jamaica. My baby took some well-deserved leave, and we're living it up on a long-awaited mom and son beach getaway.
You're off enjoying yourselves while I'm dealing with all this?
Oh, absolutely. We're sipping wine in the swim-up bar right now, savoring every bit of your shocked messages as a little treat.
Oh, why don't you just drink yourself silly and drown in the pool?
Oh, so scary. I can't take the bitterness of an old lady pushing 30.
You're the last person who can talk. Stuffing yourself with snacks? Your flabby belly covered in wrinkles?
You're really testing my patience with all these insults. Just because your things are gone doesn't mean you can take it out on me.
Is there anyone who wouldn't be furious after being treated like this? Now pay me back for the damages.
No way. This is also my little revenge.
What?
You've always been trying to steal my precious baby, flirting with him constantly.
Are you blind? If anything, he's been the one bothering me.
We have the same birthday, so we do everything together, just like lovers. There's no room for you here.
Ugh, it's disgusting every time I hear it. And could you please listen to me for once?
Not worth my time. Anyway, that's that, and I'm looking forward to starting my new life with my baby in our new castle.
Ah, this is going nowhere. Fine, if you're going that far, then I'm done. I'm over it.
Oh, really? Glad you finally understand. We'll be back in a few weeks, so make sure everything's ready for us to move in.
Got it. Enjoy living with a mafia.
What? What nonsense are you spouting now? Got a crayon box for brains?
Bye-bye.
Hey, what's the meaning of this? Pick up the phone.
Hey, Mom's calling too. Aren't you going to answer?
Enough already. Quit it. Buzzing like crazy. It's just one long buzz fest. Buzz off.
Hey, what's going on here? All our things are dumped out in the front yard. We don't deserve to be treated like this.
So you're finally back. How was your vacation? I bet you're shocked to see the house like that, huh?
What?
Welcome back. Must have been a real shock to come home and find no house. Think of it as my way of saying, welcome back.
Are you kidding me? I'm sick of your little games. When Mom sent me those pictures, I nearly had a heart attack.
What's this? You come back from your lovely vacation and you're already mad? You two standing together in front of the house is almost heartwarming, isn't it?
No, I had some things to do, so I sent her home ahead of me. I didn't expect such a disaster while I was at the office.
This is unbelievable. What were you thinking doing this?
I did warn you, didn't I? I told you to get ready to live with the mafia, remember?
Oh, wait a second. What are you even talking about?
Simply put, I sold the house to someone in a certain organization. So if you're still keen on living there, you'll have to ask him if he'll let you stay.
You have got to be kidding me. There's no way I'm living with a criminal.
Oh, so the demon mother-in-law doesn't want to live with a criminal? Then you'd better hurry and leave, because otherwise you'll be trespassing.
Wait, Nyla. This house is supposed to be in my name. There's no way you could sell it without my permission.
Oh, wow. It's like you really do have a crayon brain. Think back. The house is in my name.
What?
Remember after your dad sold the company, you and your mom blew through the remaining funds and inheritance. So there was nothing left. Remember that? And since your income was actually a bit lower than mine, the house had to go under my name.
No way! You're lying. No way a loser like you makes more than my baby.
You stay out of this. I'm having an important conversation with him here. With the way you guys burn through money, I figured you wouldn't be able to keep up with the mortgage.
What?
But the buyer paid double the price, so it worked out great for me.
I can't keep up with any of this.
Anyway, it'd be best if you both left quickly. He may not mess with law-abiding people, but it's not wise to get involved with them. You know how these people are.
Stop it! Do you really get a kick out of scaring an elderly woman?
I'm just stating the facts. And by the way, consider yourselves punished in the name of justice.
Hey, don't steal my line. What does that mean anyway?
It means I'm filing for divorce, along with claiming compensation for all the emotional damage, plus the cost of replacing my Sparrow pen holder and other personal items you destroyed.
Are you serious? Hold on, Nyla. What are you saying? What makes you think you have any right to do this? Don't think you can just pull all this behind my back and have it go your way.
Oh, but I absolutely can. I have my rights, and considering everything I've endured, you both deserve a bit of payback. I've already spoken to a lawyer, gathered all the evidence, so there's no way you're talking your way out of this.
I had no idea about any of this until now.
Of course you didn't. It's not like I'd go out of my way to tell you. And don't think I was just sitting back taking all this quietly. While putting up with your harassment, I was busy recording everything, collecting evidence, and preparing my revenge.
You really are a snake. Your ugly face and rotten heart are beyond saving.
Oh, it's amusing to see you so rattled. But aren't you still hiding something, Ryan? You haven't been cheating, have you?
Wait, what? My baby would never keep secrets from me.
What nonsense are you spouting? I would never keep anything from Mom.
Actually, it's already out in the open. I noticed you sneaking out in the middle of the night to make phone calls. It seemed suspicious, so I hired a private investigator. The results were exactly what I expected. Would you like me to send the proof? I have it right here.
I don't know anything about this.
Lately, you've been extra critical of my looks, and then sneaking out late at night after your mom's gone to bed to have rather sketchy phone calls with someone.
Oh, baby. This is a joke, right?
That's why I looked into it. Turns out it's completely true. Want me to send the evidence right now?
Wait, don't do that.
Your panic says it all.
How could you? You traitor. Weren't you devoted to me?
It's not like that, Mom. She was just a fling, that's all.
But you always whispered, I love you, Mom. So it was all a lie.
Seriously, this is beyond disgusting. Ugh.
Shut up. This is all your fault.
Really?
You think you can treat us like this and get away with it? You should have just stayed our obedient little slave like always.
You know what? You guys are even worse than I thought.
What did you just say?
I've had it. I'm done holding back. I'm tearing this all down.
Oh no, I'm scared now.
Day after day, since I was a kid, you never let up on tormenting me. You sick excuses for humans. Don't push your luck.
What are you talking about? You're our property. We can do whatever we want with you.
You're always luring my baby away from me, you witch.
That's you two, not me. You should be thankful I haven't reported your crimes to the police yet. This is all criminal behavior, you know.
Wait.
The only reason I didn't was because I didn't want to burden my dad or yours, both busy with work. I didn't want to make your dad out to be related to criminals.
We didn't do anything that serious, did we?
Throwing water on me and pelting me with mud? That's a clear assault. I considered reporting it back in high school.
You've got to be kidding.
If I had reported it, my kind-hearted dad and yours would have blamed themselves and been tormented by guilt. I didn't want to see that happen, so I held back. Honestly, though, I regret it now. It was utterly foolish to sacrifice myself for people like you.
Wait, you're not seriously thinking of going to the police, are you? Do you know what will happen if you do that?
Of course I'm going to report it. You'll take full legal responsibility for all the suffering you've put me through.
What? Are you serious?
Oh, I'm absolutely serious. This won't end with just compensation. Fines are definitely in order too. And don't forget the cost of replacing my Sparrow pen holder. That thing cost over 20 grand.
Yeah, right. There's no way it was that expensive.
Oh, it was. I told you it was a custom piece. You broke something my dad chose with so much care, and you'll be held responsible for that. Plus, when we add compensation for the emotional damage, we're looking at over 150 grand.
We don't have that kind of money. Oh my God, how did it come to this? And here I am, heartbroken from being cheated on by my baby, and now I'm being treated like this. I'm so devastated, I can't stop crying.
Geez, that's exactly what I mean. Your self-centered behavior has been disgusting from the beginning. Full-grown adults trying to get sympathy after making everyone around you miserable? You're both the definition of trash.
Nyla, don't you think you're going a bit too far?
Excuse me? Who was it that constantly flaunted their affection every single day since I was a kid? There's nothing normal about your relationship. Watching two fully grown adults act out some twisted love scenes made me sick.
Twisted? What does that even mean?
You're seriously not aware? You're the worst duo of a mother-obsessed creep and a meddling old hag. Stay out of my sight for good.
Please, if I end up with a record, my whole life will be ruined. I'll lose my social standing and I'd be a laughingstock everywhere I go.
Nyla, I'm begging you. We apologize for everything we've done. Please, let this go.
You only say that when things turn against you. At this point, no apology could mean anything to me.
Please, just one more chance. We'll promise we'll change.
Change? Oh, don't make me laugh. You can't even begin to understand the suffering you've put me through. And frankly, I don't care if you ever do. You two are long gone from my life.
Wait! Don't be so cruel. My baby is all I have.
Then go spend the rest of your lives together, without bothering anyone else. I don't ever want to see you again. Make the best of your lives, just the two of you.
Wait, Nyla, please.
I went through all the proper procedures and officially demanded compensation from Ryan and Courtney for the emotional damage, as well as damages for the belongings they destroyed. Of course, I also filed a police report. As a result, both of them received fines and now have criminal records. Poetic justice, if you ask me. At first, I thought they might show a little remorse, but instead, they stormed into the law office I consulted and started screaming, "Bring Nyla out here." They even ended up assaulting my lawyer. So, naturally, they added more charges to their record and ended up in prison. It seems those two needed a bit of reflection time. After they went to prison, even their own family turned their backs on them, leaving them with no one to rely on. Friends who once stuck around eventually distanced themselves, and they were left completely isolated. Hearing that was honestly the best news I could have gotten. Meanwhile, I collected my compensation and moved to a new place, leaving it all behind. Now, I'm enjoying a free and independent life in a fresh new location. For now, the thought of living with anyone else doesn't appeal to me at all, and frankly, I think I've had more than enough.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Hey, Tanner, where are you gonna bring me downstairs? You brought me up here saying you had something to show, but then you haven't bothered to come get me.
Ugh, if you want to come down, just do it yourself. Huh.
I'm in a wheelchair, you know that.
Oh, my bad. I forgot you couldn't climb up and down stairs by yourself.
Stop teasing already, just come up here, please.
Nope.
What?
I'm heading out for an overseas trip right now.
What the heck?
I'm getting picked up soon, so I don't have time to get you down.
Wait, what are you talking about? You didn't tell me anything about you going on a trip.
No need to tell you anyway. You can't go with those legs, you know.
Then, who are you going with?
My mom.
With Marcia?
She hasn't been abroad before. Since I got a bonus, I decided to take her to Paris, a place she always wanted to go.
You're still such a mama's boy, huh?
What did you say?
She's more important than me, right?
What's wrong with being nice to my mom?
I don't mind you going on a trip with her, but seriously, of all times, you decide to go when I'm having trouble? It's just not right.
Come on, it's your fault for ending up in a wheelchair. Now I have to take care of you. It's a real pain, you know.
I know I've caused you trouble, and I'm sorry about that. I understand the accident was partly my fault.
Okay, so you know.
But how could you leave me up here and go on a trip with your mom? There's no need to be so mean.
Even she thinks you're useless and wants me to divorce you.
That's awful. But you know, if I have to endure being treated like this, I'd rather just divorce you.
Not happening.
Why not?
I heard you're getting a hefty sum from the insurance.
I don't know. I'm still waiting to hear from them.
So why would I ditch a cripple who's like a money-making machine? Huh.
Don't say it like that. If I work hard in rehabilitation, I might be able to walk again.
Don't. If you recover, the amount might go down.
Are you just with me for the money?
Is there anything else? You can't even do basic chores. Just wander around in a wheelchair, taking up space. What's the point of having a woman like that?
I've had enough of all these hurtful remarks.
Then why not just go meet your creator? I'm thinking if you get all depressed about being in a wheelchair and say your goodbyes to this world, the compensation might skyrocket, you know?
What the heck are you even saying? I'm trying my best to get better.
Oops, looks like the car's here. Well, I'm out. I'll be gone for 2 weeks.
Are you seriously leaving me behind?
The one stuck in a wheelchair better tough it up alone. No water or food up there, so you might suffer for a bit. But you'll get used to it soon enough, haha.
Do you think I'm just gonna sit here?
Just so you know, you can't call for help.
Why not?
Wi-Fi is gonna cut off soon, so it's a waste trying to call anyone, haha.
I still have cellular.
Your phone's being disconnected. You've been home and barely using it, so never noticed, huh?
You're so calculating.
Once I get back in 2 weeks, I'll take away your phone and erase the history. Perfect crime.
Do you want me gone that much?
Yup, seriously, a nuisance. Can't deal with a woman who can't walk.
I see. I get it.
Thought about just taking direct action, but that seemed kinda scary, you know. So I figured this was the best way.
If I endure thirst and hunger, maybe God will come to pick me up.
Oh, you're getting motivated.
Yeah, feels like there's no point being here.
Good girl. The tricky part is having the will to live, haha.
But if I kick the bucket here, this house becomes a crime scene, you know.
All set with a blue tarp for that.
It's not that easy, I think.
Don't move out of the tarp. It'll be a hassle to deal with later, okay? It'll be easier if I just roll you up and toss away.
Got it.
Well, I'm gonna cut off the Wi-Fi now. don't come back to lie and haunt me. Okay? I'm scared of that kind of stuff, you know?
Alright, got it. I love you.
Huh?
I'll watch over you once I'm gone. I'll be by your side forever.
Stop it, seriously. Well then, good luck. Meredith, I just landed. Oh right, forgot you don't have Wi-Fi. Anyway, maybe you're already gone. Darn you. You've really done terrible harm. Meredith? I won't let you get away with this. How could you do something so awful to her? Who's this? Josh, her brother. Oh, him. Why do you have her phone? I couldn't get in touch with her, so I came over. And this is how I find my sister. Well, why is she left upstairs in her wheelchair? Well, maybe she started rehabilitation. I saw the chat history. You intentionally left her up here. Oh, you saw that? I was planning to erase it later. You pulled this stunt and then went on a trip? Outrageous. Why are you so mad? What kind of person wouldn't be upset after seeing their family end up like this? I should be the one to get upset, you know. I married her because she was a healthy, strong woman. But then she became useless after the accident. If that's the case, you should have split up, like she suggested. You kept her around for the money, but treated her like a nuisance. I'm the type to use whatever's available. You're the lowest human. Can't believe you call yourself her husband. Once she ended up in a wheelchair, my love for her disappeared. With no Wi-Fi, no water, no food, she must have suffered a lot. Did she seriously kick the bucket there? Yeah. Man, she's really dumb, huh? What did you say? I mean, her legs are bad, but her arms still work, right? She could have crawled to the stairs and tumbled down. That would have caused more injuries. But isn't it better than starving? She probably gave up on living, unloved by her husband and with no hope for the future. Maybe she just wanted to be liberated from all that pain. If that's the case, I guess it's good for her? Hey Josh, you're not thinking about turning me into the police, right? What you did is a crime. Abandonment of a dependent person. Come on, don't exaggerate. It was just a typical couple's fight. If you say I had no malicious intent, then I won't be charged, right? Right up until the battery died, she was writing a message for you in the Notes app. I'll copy and paste here right now. Oh. Always by your side, watching over you. Ugh. Even if I become just a soul, I won't leave you. What the heck? Kinda creepy. She's probably holding a grudge against you. Oh man, this is giving me goosebumps. Maybe she's next to you right now. Cut it out. You can't deal with ghosts or anything like that. My grandma was sensitive to the supernatural. I've been hearing those unexplainable stories since I was a kid. Spirits that can't move on are a real pain, so be careful. I'm heading to Voodoo Lady right now. Why? I'm gonna get a purification done. Are you going to cast off my precious sister's soul? Look, I didn't do anything wrong. I'm sure she doesn't want me to be miserable either. I doubt that. I'll use the money she left wisely. What about the funeral and the grave? Please handle them. Are you sure about that? As long as I'm fine after the purification. I get your point now. Listen, I just got off a long flight and I'm tired. The house feels eerie, so I won't go back for a while. I'll stay at my mom's place until I feel okay. If it's messy, please clean it up for me. Got it. Josh, pick up! Man, what is it at this early hour? Thank goodness, you still haven't canceled her phone number. I don't have your contact. I was worried I couldn't get in touch with you. What do you want? I've had it, man. Had what? I hear Meredith's voice at night. She sounds agonizing, saying, I'm hungry, I want something to eat. How sad. Because she left on an empty stomach. Have you been praying for her soul over there? Offer her favorite snacks at her grave. That's useless, you know. She's haunting you out of resentment. Oh God, spare me. You know what? I think I had a glimpse of a long-haired woman giving me an icy stare from the shadow yesterday. She looked just like her. If it's not just a voice but also appearing, that's strong evidence of deep resentment. Seriously? Anything else? There shouldn't be anyone else in the house but me, but I hear noises, and when I come home from work, things are out of place. That's proof that she's around. Have you been going back home regularly? Yeah, but I'm scared to go upstairs. Also, the blue tarp I put on the floor upstairs was folded and placed in the downstairs closet. Did you do that? Blue tarp? I tossed it after finding her, so it shouldn't be there. Really? Oh no. So that means she might have put it in the closet. No way. She can't do that, can she? She was a meticulous person, you know. Even as a soul, she probably couldn't stand leaving things messy. No way. I'm freaking out. Do something. Did you get a purification done? I did. I paid $250, but there's been no effect. Maybe you need to go again. Oh man, really? If you go for a proper purification, it should cost more than that. Is it that expensive? I think I remember my grandma saying something like that. Can I just ask her to do it for me? She's long gone. Darn it. I can't go on like this. I hear her voice every night crying, I'm in pain, I'm lonely. Well, since that's gonna last a lifetime, you'll get used to it eventually. No freaking way! She's your sister! Take responsibility and help her move on. Should have taken care of her yourself instead of neglecting her. I feel bad about it. That's why I apologize to her out loud every night. But then I hear her say she won't forgive me. It's so freaky that I feel like I'm going crazy. Just suck it up. Hey, come over here and try to talk to her. Nope. Later, man. Wait, Josh! Hey, Meredith, I got a message from Tanner earlier. Sounded like he was pretty freaked out.
He's scared of things like the supernatural big time. If he watches scary shows on TV, he can't even go to the bathroom alone at night.
Seriously, he's such a kid.
I'm getting tired of haunting his place every night now.
I can't believe you pulled this stunt for this long.
I'm pissed off, you know. Money and divorce ain't gonna make it right.
True. When I saw those messages, I was ready to blow a fuse too.
I'm glad you came over that day. You saved my life, you know.
I had work near your place, so I just dropped by. Nobody answered the door, and when I realized your phone was disconnected, I felt something was off. Then I heard your voice from the upstairs window.
When I saw you, I swear I felt the presence of Jesus, the Savior.
The front door was locked, but luckily the kitchen window was open. I didn't expect you to be left stranded on the second floor, though.
If I really wanted to, I guess I could have gone down by clinging to the railing.
Well, you might have slipped all the way down and added more injuries. It was risky to do it on your own. Anyhow, it's awesome that you're walking again.
Yeah, my recovery was so fast that even my physio was dumbfounded. I was determined to walk again, especially to get back at Tanner.
Anger is a powerful thing. I can feel it when I look at you.
But seriously, he didn't even think about my funeral and stuff. It ticks me off even more.
When are you gonna come clean? I'm sure he's gonna figure it out soon, even though he's an airhead.
Never.
Seriously?
He can stay scared for the rest of his life. You can just tell him that the funeral was done, only with the family.
But what about the marriage record? If he checks it online, he'll easily find out.
That idiot doesn't even understand any legal procedures. Just make up some excuse and have him sign the divorce papers.
Is he that dumb?
Yeah, super dumb. Even when we got married, he was clueless about the paperwork. He thought once he proposed, we were legally married.
Why'd you marry someone like that?
I found his airheadedness cute back then. Now I seriously regret it, though.
The tarp thing, too. I mean, you'd think he'd imagine the police coming to clean it up. But more than worrying about getting arrested, he's only scared of supernatural phenomena. It's pretty crazy.
Well, what am I going to do to him today?
Having a spare key gives you an upper hand, huh? You can sneak into the house whenever you want.
Yeah, he's such a sissy, you know. It's amusing how he freaks out with just a little scare. I guess I'm going to hide in the closet again and play some pranks today.
You're such a quirk.
Considering what he did to me, karma won't bite me.
Don't go too far, though.
Well, I guess I'll give him a fanfare tonight.
Help me, Josh. I'm going insane. I was in the bathroom and someone knocked. There's only me in the house. I almost wet myself. Thankfully, I was in the bathroom.
Honey?
What?
It's me, Meredith.
Stop it. I'm really losing it.
Help me, honey. I'm in pain.
Please, stop it, Josh.
Okay, should we switch to a voice call? You want to hear your beloved wife's voice, right?
No way, it's too scary to talk directly. Is this really Meredith? So you are alive?
No.
A person who's not in this world can't text.
Don't you know, I can use telepathy to send messages on the phone.
What?
Being sent off by you, I wander aimlessly with nowhere to go. It's painful, it's lonely. I won't forgive you.
I hear it every night.
You were in the bathroom for quite a while earlier.
My stomach hasn't been great lately. It's your fault.
I'm sorry, but I don't know what to do. I can't leave you.
Please, just go somewhere else.
I remember something my grandma said a long time ago. If I release my attachment to this world, I can find peace.
So, what should I do?
Please, divorce me.
Divorce? You're not in this world anymore, so what does it matter?
But you haven't done any paperwork, right? We're technically still married, so I guess I can't let go of you. Ask Josh. He'll tell you how to go through the process.
Got it. Anything else? If you have any lingering attachments, tell me.
You need to include that you're giving up all shared property in the divorce papers.
What the heck?
We were saving money for the future, right?
I'm planning to use it for another trip with Mom.
Oh, really? Then maybe I should visit her after this.
Stop it, don't scare her.
So you'll do what I say, right?
Okay, whatever. What do I do with the money, then?
I want you to give everything to Josh.
That'll just benefit him.
But you've left all my funeral arrangements and the grave to him without contributing a penny, right?
Fine. Divorce and money. If that's what it takes for you to find peace.
And some alimony.
Huh? Are you kidding me? You're alive, aren't you? You're pulling a prank on me.
How I wish I was still living. I'm behind you right now. Can't you feel me? You're wearing a black hoodie and gray sweatpants.
Oh, yeah. But that's just what I usually wear. You just guessed it.
There's a beer bottle and potato chips on the table. With that kind of diet, you'll get a beer belly.
Oh my god. I can't see you, but are you really here?
Yes, I am. Being able to communicate with you like this through telepathy means you know what might happen next, right?
What?
If I really try, I might be able to bring you to my side.
You...
Be careful when you're waiting for the traffic lights or driving a car.
Stop it. Don't take me with you.
Going to heaven alone is kind of boring, you see. I'd rather go with you.
I don't want to go there yet.
So, will you do what I say?
Got it. I'll do everything you say. Just please go away tonight.
There's one more thing you need to do.
What the heck?
Going to the police.
But if I do that, I might get arrested and end up in jail for the rest of my life.
Don't worry, I'll be with you whether it's the police, jail, or the afterlife.
Wait, didn't Josh call the police? Why haven't they visited me yet?
Just noticed?
Something's off. What's going on?
I stopped them with my telepathy.
You can do that too?
I can do anything. Oh, by the way, you seem tired. How would you like a shoulder rub?
No, stop following me around.
If you accomplish everything I said, I should be able to find peace.
Okay, I promise I will, so go away.
After I've seen it through.
I'll make sure to do everything right.
Then police will be the last stop after everything else is done. Got it?
Fine, just disappear already.
Tanner went through with the divorce proceedings as I instructed, handed over the money to Josh, and turned himself into the police. He was temporarily held in custody under the abandonment of a dependent, but there were no charges filed against him. After all, I've been saved by Josh and I'm still here. Since he's an airhead and doesn't quite grasp the situation, he continues to live in fear of my ghostly presence. Just for fun, I called him the other day. He freaked out, thinking it was a call from the afterlife, and hung up immediately. And get this, my ex-mother-in-law, who went on a trip with him, believes his story and thinks I've become a ghost. They'll probably be living the rest of their lives scared of random sounds and shadows. Serves them right. On the other hand, I worked hard on my rehabilitation and can now walk as before. I've also returned to work and currently commute from my parents' place. I'm planning a family vacation soon to thank my brother for helping me.
Amelia, may I visit you now? Hi, Patricia. Sure, I'll be home soon. I got a delicious crab from my neighbor, so I'll bring it for you. It's an expensive food that I don't think you have had a chance to eat recently. Crab? Amelia, given your parents' financial situation, you probably haven't seen much of it, have you? It's such an expensive food. You know I'm allergic to shellfish, right? Oh, are you? I've told you so many times before. I don't remember every single thing you said. I am allergic to shellfish. I get hives and an itchy throat. My eyelids swell and I become sick. I haven't eaten any shellfish since I was taken to the hospital by an ambulance due to an allergy. I told you about it before. It's my first time to hear that. Are you trying to make me suffer by giving me crab? You shouldn't talk to me like that. I'm only trying to make you happy. I'm deeply disappointed that you see someone's kindness in such a negative manner. Isn't it more about being mean than showing kindness? I'm not mean to you. Jack loves crab. I just wanted to give it to him as well. I'm allergic to shellfish, so he doesn't eat it when he's with me. I feel sorry for Jack about that, actually. You should be sorry. I feel bad for him that he can't eat his favorite food. I'm sorry, but he understands it for me. Jack is a kind person. Don't be selfish just because he's kind. I can't control my allergy, so I don't think I'm being selfish. That's enough. Bye. I'm sorry. Patricia, I have a question. Oh, Amelia. It was nice to see you at your place yesterday. How are you? I've noticed that some of my jewelry is missing. Really? Why did you bring up this topic with me? When you went to the bathroom yesterday, I saw you go into my bedroom. What? Did you keep watching me when I went to the bathroom? No, I don't mean so. I just noticed it when I moved into the kitchen to make some tea. Oh, okay. I just wanted to ensure Jack's sleeping area is kept clean, so I just went to see it. You stole the ring and necklace from the accessory case on the bedside rack, didn't you? Huh? Don't you dare talk to me like that. Are you trying to treat me like a thief? I don't want to think like that, but you're the only one who went in and out of our bedroom. You're treating me like a thief. I'm sad to hear that. Maybe you just forgot to return them to the case after using them. Don't make it anyone's fault. But they were definitely in there yesterday morning when cleaning up the room. They are precious accessories that he gave me. I don't wear them unless I go out with him. It's hard to imagine that I lost them. So how can you blame me for it? You don't have any proof, do you? No, but I couldn't think of anything else. I asked Jack about it and he said he doesn't know either. Did you ask him about it? How could you blame both him and me for your mistake? I'm not blaming, but Jack is also guessing it was you who took them away. What? Did you tell him that I'm a thief? I didn't say that. He said that he couldn't come up with any other ideas. If you have them, please give them back to me. They are very precious. Can you just not keep saying that? Honestly, I have no clue. Are you sure? Of course. You're truly awful, accusing your mother-in-law of being a thief. I didn't intend to treat you like a thief, but I'm sorry if I made you feel bad. Amelia, do you have time now? Yes, how are you? I've been thinking for a while about whether to bring this up with you. What is it? Jack might... What's wrong with him? To be frank, I think he might be cheating on you. What? Is he cheating on me? I saw it. I saw him walking arm in arm with a woman I don't know. What? I thought about staying quiet, but hiding the truth might make you even sadder. Wait, when was that? I think it was last Wednesday. I should have taken some pictures as proofs. I was so surprised that my body froze and I couldn't even take out my phone. Where was Jack at that time? He stepped out of a cafe close to his office's nearby station. It made me wonder if he's sneaking off from work for some affair or something. Why were you there? I just happened to have lunch with my friend nearby. It was on my way home from lunch. I see. I couldn't believe he would cheat on you, so I decided to follow him secretly. To my surprise, I saw him go into a hotel with this woman. To a hotel? Yes, that's cheating, right? If he went into a hotel, then maybe that's the case. Amelia, what do you think? If it really is true, I'll think about divorce. Wow, even though it's just once? Yes, I don't think I can accept Jack having such an affair with another woman. Is your affection for him only to that extent? Huh? Ending the marriage over a single affair? Was that the extent of your love? I believe in and love him with all my heart. That's why I find it hard to overcome the shock of betrayal. You can't even forgive him? Well, if your affection for him is only to that extent, I think you should divorce him. What? I know it's tough for you to forgive him, even if it was just once, but I feel sorry for him. Maybe he was just curious and wanted to try it once. But Patricia, I was just talking about it in case that actually happens. That in case is actually happening, isn't it? I saw it with my own eyes. I saw Jack and a woman I don't even know walk into a hotel, arm in arm. That is absolutely impossible. Why? Because last week he was on a business trip, and he was in California on Wednesday. He shouldn't be near the office. Oh, but that would be an excuse for him to cheat on you. I don't think so. Why not? He brought back some souvenirs from California, and also showed me pictures of the places he visited during the trip. There was also a picture of him with a business partner. Really? Patricia, please stop lying. I'll tell this matter to Jack. You don't have to tell him anything unnecessary. Since you've been so rude to me, I was just trying to get back at you. Isn't it you who is always rude? How could you talk like that to your mother-in-law? I wonder why Jack married such a rude woman. He and I will never get divorced, no matter what happens. Don't worry. You're really sassy. Amelia, pick up the phone. Amelia, what are you doing? I need to talk to you as soon as possible. Answer. Hi, Patricia. I'm out right now, so I didn't notice the call. Why are you speaking so nonchalantly? Did something happen? Something? You really don't know? What? Amelia, Jack was involved in an accident. Come to the hospital right now. Jack had an accident? Are you sure? How could I lie in such a situation? But how do you know that he had an accident? I got a call from his company. As his wife, I should be the designated emergency contact at his company. If something happens, I'm sure they'll contact me first. Ah, but you're out, right? Perhaps you missed the call from his company? Huh? My husband is with me now. What? No way! He should be at work today. You must be upset and out of your mind. I'm not upset. What are you talking about? Anyway, it was a serious accident. Come to the hospital right now. Hospital? Yes. You know UDG Hospital, right? Yes. I'm here. Come here now. Hurry up. Patricia? Hey, Amelia. What are you doing? There's been an accident involving your husband, and he's been urgently taken to the hospital. How many hours does it take you to come here? Well, I told you I'm out of town, didn't I? I know that, but he is in trouble. Are you going to abandon him? I'm at UDG Hospital now. Huh? Where are you in UDG Hospital? I don't see you here. Where are you? I'm waiting for you at the main entrance of UDG Hospital. You can easily find me this way. Are you sure you are there? Do you understand that this is an emergency? Jack had an accident. He may undergo major surgery. Aren't you worried about him? How heartless wife you are. Patricia, I told you he was with me now. So I'm telling you he had a serious accident, and he has been transported to this hospital. Don't you understand how serious this situation is? Anyway, please come to the waiting room right away. It's you who doesn't seem to understand. What? How dare you talk to me like that? Is it okay with you whatever happens to him? You should be more careful with your words.
Everything Amelia is saying is true.
What are you talking about?
It's me, Mom.
Jack?
I've been by her side the entire time.
Really?
Yes, just as she mentioned.
Oh, okay.
I've been watching the messages between you and her the whole time.
Oh, you were watching? How can she share all the messages with you? That's an invasion of privacy.
Invasion of privacy? Amelia told me everything you said. Mom, it seems you've been very mean to her.
No way, I would not be. How dare you say that to your mother?
We've been telling you she is allergic to shellfish even before we were married.
I guess I heard of it before.
And yet, what do you mean by bringing crabs?
It's because you like crabs.
And where did you take the jewelry that I gave her?
What are you talking about?
The only one who would do such a thing is you. Where did you take it?
Oh, maybe the jewelry you're talking about is what I borrowed for an overnight trip with my friends.
See? And I heard you saw me cheating on her.
What? That's...
When and with whom did I date with? You keep coming up with false stories. That's a much more serious breach of privacy. How much more do you have to bully Amelia?
Bullying?
Harassing her like this is bullying. I'll never forgive you for making my beloved wife feel so bad. I'll never let you hold your grandchild. Never come close to us again.
What? Grandchild? What do you mean by grandchild? Maybe... Patricia, Jack took the day off work today because I'm going to be hospitalized at UDG Hospital. Hospitalized? I am pregnant. What? Does that mean I'm going to have a grandchild? My hyperemesis was really bad, and I was bleeding. So they said I had to stay in the hospital for a while. That's why we're here now, in the OBGYN ward at UDG Hospital. Is that true? Does that mean I'm going to be a grandmother? Yes. I'm so happy about it. I never imagined I'd get to hold my grandson one day because of your incompetence. Amelia, please have a baby boy for us. Jack is our only son. We need a boy to be our heir. We can't choose the gender. Tell me the gender. We don't know the gender of the baby yet. It's still in the early stage of pregnancy. It's definitely a boy. I have to go shopping for the baby stuff right away. We'd better get a crib too, considering he's coming to our house. We're going to be so busy. Patricia, you don't have to prepare anything. What? Why not? I'm going to be a grandmother, so at least I have to prepare for my grandchild. No, thank you. I won't let you meet my child. Jack and I will raise the child together with love and care. Oh, my parents will help us too. Why? Why can't I see my grandchild? Patricia, have you completely erased the memory of all the things you've put me through? Given the harassment, I'm hesitant to let you hold my grandchild because of your past actions. That's not right. I am Jack's mother. I have enough right to hold my grandchild. Jack says he won't let you see our child. Huh? What do you mean? If he lets you see me, he's worried about what you might do. There's a chance I won't be able to give birth safely, so he decided not to let you see me. What? There's no way he would say such a thing.
What Amelia is saying is not a lie.
Jack? What do you mean?
Think about what you have done to her. I want her to live her maternity life in peace.
Live in peace?
If you harass her, she won't feel safe. I don't know what you'll do to her. Besides, you may have a negative effect on our child's education. That's why we've decided not to see you anymore.
Jack, what are you talking about? You know how much I was looking forward to the birth of my grandson.
I know that. Then why did you bully Amelia?
That's because I was not happy that she took you away from me.
I'm not a child anymore. I'm an independent man with a family. I don't want my precious family to get in trouble, so we won't see you anymore.
That's not fair. I want to hold my grandchild too. Now you understand? Shut up, Amelia. Let me talk to Jack. Jack says he has nothing more to talk with you. No kidding. Then have him understand that I have a right to see my grandchild. I also wish that I could have done that, but I can't stand your harassment anymore. Huh? And I have to stay calm during pregnancy. After discussing it with Jack, we've come to the decision not to have any further contact with you. Oh no! You also should know that how much I was looking forward to having a grandchild. Yes, that's why you said so many mean words to me. What? You can't even get pregnant? Amelia, you really are a useless wife. We don't need a wife who can't have children. I can't tell you how many times you said all those things. Each time, it felt as if my heart were being torn from my chest. Did I say those things? Have you forgotten? I can't tell you how much it hurt me. I had reported to him every time you told me such things. I think that's why he made this decision. I'm sorry. If I had hurt you that much, I apologize. So let me see my grandchild, please. No way. For both Jack and me, our child is more important than our own lives. I can't let you see our baby, knowing that you are a dangerous person. A dangerous person? I'm shocked to hear that you said such a thing to me. You are the kind of person who lies without feeling bad. You make stories, like Jack being unfaithful, getting into an accident, and being transferred to the hospital and so on. Didn't you actually think about mocking me today for rushing to the hospital? No. Really? You're the kind of person who can lie about matters involving people's lives. I can't let someone like that see my baby. That's why I'm apologizing. I'm sorry. Forgive me. And based on Jack's idea, we moved from where we were living. What? Why? It's obvious, isn't it? We moved out so that you won't come over to our house. I won't tell you where we are. Are you kidding me? Am I really unable to hold my grandchild? Yes, right. If you ever come close to us, I will report you to the police without hesitation. So please keep that in mind. Amelia, don't do that. I'll change my mind, so please forgive me. I can't. I want to live my life thinking only about the birth now, so I will cut off the relationship with you. Oh no, do not take away my joy. Is your joy to harass me? I don't want that again. Well then, take care of yourself. No, Amelia, I'm sorry. After that, I successfully delivered a healthy baby boy. I went back to my parents' house for a while after the birth. Now I am back in the apartment where we moved to, living with Jack and a baby. It's not easy to raise a child, but with Jack's help, I am able to spend my time with a peaceful mind. I am very happy that Jack is a person who cares about me. Patricia keeps sending me persistent messages, asking to see and hold my baby even just once. But I ignore them all. Jack seems to be ignoring her as well. However, she's my son's grandmother, so I hope to eventually let him see her someday. Not sure how many years it will take though.
Hey, Janet. When are you coming home? I need you to go to the convenience store and get me some ice cream. Right now.
Susan, I told you this morning. I'm going to a dinner party with some people from work, so I'll be home late. You'll have to go buy the ice cream yourself.
What? Why do I have to go? You want a young, pretty girl like me to go outside in the middle of the night? What if something happens?
Then I guess you'll just have to give up the ice cream.
You should have told me a better lie. You're just hanging around till midnight.
What are you talking about? I go to work every day.
Why would they hire a high school grad like you? Give me a break. You left without cooking dinner, so I had to eat my mom's disgusting food. I can't do without some ice cream to cleanse my palate.
Your mother made dinner for you, and you should be grateful.
If it tastes bad, it tastes bad.
If you're going to complain, why don't you make it yourself? You're free now that you're back.
What? I just got divorced and I'm heartbroken. I'm looking for a job right now and I don't have much free time.
It's been 6 months since your divorce.
Shut up! All you have to do is shut up and listen to me and Mom. We let you stay here just because you're my brother's wife.
I appreciate that.
So do what I tell you. Go get me an ice cream right now. You're just living on Mom and Dad's pension. You should at least do that.
I don't rely on your parents' pensions. Unlike you, I'm working.
Huh? You talk back to me? Go buy ice cream quickly.
Okay. The dinner party is just about to end, so I'm going to go get some.
You should have done that earlier.
I'll be home in about 30 minutes. Hey, Susan! Susan!
So noisy. What?
Why is the front door latched? You said you wanted ice cream, so I bought some, but the chain is on the door and I can't get in the house.
What? Ice cream? I don't want it anymore, so eat it, Janet.
Huh? Then I'll put it in the freezer and you can have it tomorrow. Can you take off the door latch so I can get in the house?
What? I don't want to. I'm sleepy.
Oh no. Your father and mother are already asleep, right? You must be the only one awake, so please, open the door.
Ugh, what a pain in the ass.
I'm sorry to bother you when you're sleepy, but you put the chain on, didn't you?
Okay, I'll open it.
Thank you.
Janet, good morning. Looks like you had a lot of fun last night.
Good morning, Julie. Fun? It was a company dinner.
I can't tell you how disgusted I am with your self-indulgent work behavior.
What? I don't understand what you're talking about.
Do you think that just because you call it work, you're allowed to have a night out?
I don't have a night out.
Susan told me. She said you came home drunk in the middle of the night and you woke her up with a phone call telling her to open the door.
What? Well, I had a few drinks, but I wasn't drunk. I called to ask her to open the door because she had put the door chain on.
Shut up. You make it sound like it's her fault. I hope you haven't forgotten that you're a freeloader.
A freeloader? I pay my rent. I pay for food and utilities.
So what?
Huh?
You can live in this house because we allow you to. You're so arrogant and you claim that you pay the rent. But you're only paying half. And you don't even do many chores. And yet you go out at night, fooling around. Who do you think you are? Housework is supposed to be a daughter-in-law's job. If you don't do that properly, then what is your job? We don't need a bum in our house.
I apologize for not making dinner yesterday. But I told you that when I moved in with you, it would be difficult for me to cook dinner every night because of my work. You said you were fine with that. And with all due respect, I think Susan is the bum. She doesn't work at all, does she? She just hangs around every day, eating meals prepared by others, and doesn't even clean her own room. Are you sure she's okay like that?
She's fine.
Why?
Because she's my daughter. You, on the other hand, are my family because you married my son. But you're a stranger, not related by blood after all.
Well, yes.
We took a stranger like you in and made you a part of our family. And we let you live in our home. You should be grateful for that and behave yourself. I was against him marrying a high school graduate like you from the very beginning.
I told you that I'm a high school graduate, but I'm not unemployed.
Shut up! I will not forgive you if you don't do a good job with your chores today because you skipped yesterday.
Okay.
What's for dinner, Janet? Hey, Janet. I'm hungry.
I'm sorry, Susan. I have to work late today, so I asked Julie to prepare dinner.
Oh no! Mom's cooking?
Don't say that. Susan, I need you to do something for me. Tell Julie I'm having trouble at work and can't come home.
Janet, thanks for the dinner.
What? I didn't do anything.
I ordered delivery sushi with your credit card.
What? My credit card?
I took it out of your wallet this morning. I'm a genius.
Hey, Susan. That's a crime.
Huh? We're a family. A family member can do that.
We're not supposed to do that, even if we are family members.
What a pain in the ass, nagging hag. You call it work, but you're out all night. I'm going to tell Mom.
I'm sorry, I'm just too busy to text you. I'll be home tomorrow morning. Tell her that.
Good luck with your work.
Oh, Janet, good morning. Did you enjoy your night out? I've never heard of a wife who doesn't come home until morning while her husband is working. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Good morning. I have a lot to say. What's going on?
Huh?
Why are my belongings all over the yard?
Isn't it great? Susan said you told her you wouldn't come home because you'd be going out for the night.
It was not a night out. I told her that I couldn't come home because of work.
What? Are you saying she lied to me? I should have kicked you out of my house sooner. How dare you call my daughter a liar?
You are terrible.
Susan, I told you I couldn't come home because of work trouble.
Don't blame her just because you're in trouble.
That's enough about that now. Why did you do this to me?
I had to kick you out because you don't work and don't do chores.
No, I do work. I do the housework in the morning before work and at night after I come home. And since you don't like what your mother cooks, I cook dinner as much as I can.
What? She doesn't like what I cook?
You don't have to say that now. Anyway, this is all you have, so you can go wherever you want.
Well, get the hell out of here, you bum.
A bum, you say, but I'm working. And my monthly income is more than your son's.
What? What are you talking about?
You don't want to be kicked out, so you're just making that up. Because you only make $10,000 a year, don't you?
What? My monthly income is $10,000 now.
You're lying. You said that yourself.
You said your salary is low because you are a high school graduate. And you envied me because I graduated from college.
That was around the time I got married, wasn't it? Didn't you know that a few years ago I went to night school?
Huh? I don't know. Susan, did you know?
I don't know because I wasn't home. I just recently moved back to this house.
I got my certificate at a technical school and now I'm running a company with a friend of mine.
What? You never talked about that.
Neither of you ever listened to me.
Why didn't you know, Mom? You're useless.
Susan, how can you say that?
But $10,000 a month is a lot of money. We shouldn't kick her out.
Yeah, well, we were wrong.
And now the shoe is on the other foot.
Say what you want.
Janet, I'm sorry I've been such a bitch to you. From now on, let's be like real sisters.
No, thank you.
Huh?
I'm leaving this house.
What? Oh, wait a minute.
I've been planning this for a while.
Planning what?
Well, I guess I should say we rather than I.
So what are you saying?
Hey, Mom, is Dad up this morning?
Yeah? Well, I haven't seen him since last night.
He's not home.
Huh?
He's been talking to me.
Talking about what?
About you guys.
About us?
Ever since Susan came back, she's never worked. She doesn't pay her bills, but spends money like it's going out of style. and she cries to her mother whenever she is in trouble. Mom doesn't tell her what she should do, but just spoils her. He said that he wanted to leave this family and be happy.
He wants to leave us? That's not true. Don't talk nonsense.
Mom, Daddy's belongings are missing.
Huh? Are you kidding me? Oh my god, the car is gone.
I told you. He left early this morning. I'm with him, by the way.
Huh? Why with you?
My husband's assignment is coming to an end, so we rented a house for the three of us to live together. I didn't think you would do something like this right on the day we're leaving.
Hey, all gone. How are you going to live? Just me and Mom.
Susan, you have a college degree, right? Why don't you work and support your mother? Stop fooling around.
That's impossible. I've never worked before. I only had a part-time job until I got married, and then I was a housewife.
Now, I'd like to call you a bum.
Janet, you're going too far. Susan may have never worked, but she is capable.
Hey, Mom, what are you talking about? It's like you're asking me to work. I don't want to work.
You'll never know if you don't try. You are capable. If you don't want to work, then ask your ex-husband to get back together.
Of course that's impossible.
You never know. Maybe he wants to get back together too.
It's impossible.
What?
The reason we divorced is because I cheated on him.
What? You never said that. You said it was a personality clash.
I cried and begged him on the condition that I'd never see him, and I got him to agree to no alimony. There's no way we can get back together.
Oh my god. I'm disappointed in you.
Don't talk like that. I'm sorry too. Why don't you just go to work?
Huh?
You're a terrible cook, and Janet did all the housework, and you can't do any housework. You work, and I'll do the housework.
What are you talking about? There's no way I can't find a job at my age.
Wow. But I understand what you are saying, Susan. Your mother is clearly terrible at housework, isn't she? How can she call herself a housewife?
Hey!
You don't know this, right?
What?
The day you made dinner, your husband ate pizza at midnight.
Huh?
Susan told me to buy something to remove a bad taste.
Hey, Susan, is that true?
Because what you cook is really bad.
Then why don't you cook it yourself, instead of making me do everything?
Because I'm your daughter. A mother should take care of her daughter.
I don't want a daughter like you.
Huh? I don't want a mother like you either. You are worthless.
Sorry to interrupt you when you guys are excited.
I'm not excited. You're the one who started it.
He will send the divorce papers in a few days.
What? I'm not divorcing. Janet, he is joking, right? He's just bluffing, right?
He's thought about divorce for years.
What?
He thought you could change, but after Susan came back, he's reached his limit.
Oh no.
Hey, don't blame me.
He wants the two of you to decide what to do. The mortgage on the house is already paid off, so he says he'll give you to the house. You're lucky to have a place to live. Well, I won't be returning to your house. Thank you for everything you've done for us. No, I was doing everything for you, wasn't I? Good luck to you both, and goodbye. After my father-in-law and I left the house, Susan got angry and made a mess inside the house. The neighbors called the police because of the commotion. They were just given a warning, but my mother-in-law resented them for calling the police and started throwing garbage on their doorstep and vandalizing their car. She was filmed by a surveillance camera and was easily caught. Susan was living in the dilapidated house, but she must have ran out of money. She tried to use a credit card she had taken from me and was caught for fraudulent use. My mother-in-law moved out of the house out of embarrassment. She is now working as a live-in housekeeper. Susan still lives in the house, which has turned into a garbage dump, but no one has seen her recently.
Hey, where are you? I went to your desk just now, but you're not there. What are you doing, neglecting your work? Hi, Megan. I've told you many times before. The people at the company don't know we're related, okay? They think that I'm simply your junior colleague, so please treat me as such. If you're not careful on a regular basis, I think there will be times when you unintentionally talk to me in your usual tone. Please make sure to sound like a senior colleague on text messages. Oh, you're as cocky as ever. So, Shirley, why aren't you at your desk? Why are you not there when it matters? I have some urgent request for you. You're really useless, aren't you? Do you realize that it's during working hours? Why are you slacking off? Get back here right away. You're my sister-in-law and you're my junior colleague at work. You have too big an attitude. No, I'm not slacking off. Isn't it you, Megan, who has a big attitude, not me? Huh? Don't get cocky. Where are you anyway? I'm sorry, I'm out shopping. What? Shopping? We're having our annual company barbecue tomorrow, right? So we're buying food for it. Oh, the barbecue that our president, Mr. Thompson, is hosting, right? That's the boss, isn't he? He's a kind, handsome 35-year-old man who takes good care of his employees. I wonder if he has a girlfriend. Hey, what do you think? Well, I don't really know. Besides, you're married, Megan. Don't be so adamant. What's wrong with being interested in a handsome president? Anyway, Megan, what do you want me to do urgently? Huh? Oh, that's right. I almost forgot. Thank goodness, it's really urgent. I think I can be back in about 30 minutes. If I take care of it right away after I get back, will I make it in time? Well, 30 minutes should be fine. Good. Please leave a note on my desk with the necessary information. I'll call you if I have any questions. Sure! Megan, can I have a word now? I checked the memo. You said it's urgent, but this amount of work won't be done soon. Then why don't you just do it until it's done? If you have time to text me, why don't you just get to work? It sounds like this is something that could have been handled a month ago. Why are you asking me now? What? Who the hell do you think you are? Unlike you clerks, salespeople don't have time to do anything. You clerks depend on the hard work of the sales department for their livelihood. So don't argue with me. Just get on with it. We don't have time, so I'll figure it out. But if I start now, I won't be able to finish by the end of the day. Please be careful from next time. Yeah. By the way, have you finished shopping for tomorrow's barbecue yet? What? Oh, yes. Actually, I was supposed to go shopping with the other staff. But it turned out that I urgently have to get your work done by the end of the day. So I've decided to have my junior take care of the shopping. He just came back and said he's going to put things in the fridge. So I'm sure things are fine. Really? Then I'm glad. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Hey, what are you going to wear tomorrow? You're free to wear whatever you want tomorrow, right? I'm thinking of wearing my favorite flared dress. I haven't decided yet, but it's a barbecue. So I think I'll wear something that's easy to move around in and okay to get dirty. Yeah, I was wrong to ask you. You don't have any cute clothes anyway, do you? You're just a plain old hag with no skills other than doing the company's chores, aren't you? You're a loser, you know. I really feel sorry for you. I don't care what you think of me. I have to take care of your urgent work, so if you'll excuse me now. Thanks! Leave the printed material on my desk when you're done. You're really funny, Shirley. There's a limit to what you can wear that's easy to move around in. Where do they sell those lame jeans and hoodies? Do you know what kind of party today is? What do you mean? It's a company barbecue. This is no ordinary barbecue. It's a barbecue hosted by the president. It's a chance to showcase yourself to our handsome young president. I really feel sorry for you. I might get dirty today while grilling meat, washing dishes, and doing other things. That's why I thought it would be best to avoid stylish clothes. You don't know what you're talking about. This is no ordinary barbecue. You've been given the perfect opportunity to get to know the president, you know? Huh? Okay. Oh, I see. Sorry, you're aware of your role. And that's why you're dressed like that, huh? My role? Yep. A clerk like you is the company's gopher. So you're the waiter at today's barbecue, right? Of course, I will do what I can as a member of the General Affairs Department. But I'm not exactly a waiter. Then, surely, you'll be my exclusive meat cook. Huh? That's about all you can do. Clerks should take orders from me, the sales representative. You are to cook the meat for yourself. Huh? I'm going to refill the drinks, so if you'll excuse me. What? Hey! I told you to listen to me. Hurry up and come over here and cook my meat. Hey! Why are you standing next to the president? I thought you had been out of sight for a while, but I knew you were after him too. I can't stand the idea of you and the president having a friendly chat. Get the hell away from him. You're just a clerk. You should know your place. Hey, are you listening to me? I offered the president a drink just now, and he seemed to be flattered. So I was just about to give him another push. Will you get out of my way? Now get away from him. Hey, don't ignore me. I feel so refreshed. I've always wanted to try that pouring over someone's head thing. It's normally beer that you pour over, but I felt sorry for you if you felt cold. So I poured you red wine. You should be thankful. How do you feel? Did it feel good? Megan, what are you doing? Why are you suddenly doing this? It's not out of the blue. I kept sending you texts and you kept ignoring me. It's your fault. This is what happens when you, just a boring clerk, make a pass at the president. I was just talking to the president because he called me. Huh? Don't lie. There's no way the president would call you. Go back to being my personal waiter. You should be thanking me for the red wine I poured you. You've had enough fun, so now all you have to do is cook the meat for me. I'm going home and taking a shower. What? You want to smell good? You're not going to be valued by the president no matter what you do. What are you talking about? There's no way I can stay dressed like this, covered in red wine. Oh, by the way, the president said he has a surprise announcement at the end of the barbecue. Could it be that the president is going to confess love to me? I guess he was really happy that I poured him a beer earlier, huh? I'm finally going to get married and become rich. Megan, you've always been interested in the president, but you're married to my brother. What do you mean you're going to get married and become rich? Oh, there's some meat that's already cooked. I'll eat them while I still can. Oh, I know. After the surprise confession, I could bring the beautifully cooked meat to the president and say, I cooked it myself. I'll let the president open his mouth and let him eat the meat in front of everyone. I don't know what will happen. Anyway, I'm going back home. What did you say? This meat is delicious. Hey, I don't understand. I was so excited that I was going to be the one to be confessed love by the president. Why you? And you're engaged. A plain woman like you? How did a plain woman like you flirt with the president? We've been dating for a long time. We had originally planned to announce our engagement soon. But the truth is, we were planning to wait another 2 months or so. Huh? But you have been blatantly showing that you wanted to flirt with the president. What's wrong with that? There is no woman more suitable for the wife of the president than I am. I've told you repeatedly, you're married to my brother. I can't allow you to betray my brother with impunity. Besides, you said you appealed to him by pouring him a beer. But he's constitutionally incapable of drinking alcohol. What? He kept telling you that, but you were insistent. While the president was out of his seat, you poured alcohol into the tea he was drinking. Didn't you? I was watching. The president was about to drink it, so I rushed to stop him. I got there just in time. If I hadn't noticed, he would have drunk it and been taken away in an ambulance. What? Wasn't that alcohol in that glass? He told you he can't drink alcohol. So I think you can at least expect that it's not alcoholic beverages that was in his glass. Oh, I thought he got embarrassed when I poured him drinks. Before you do anything more, I talked it over with the president and decided to make it public that we're dating. That's why we suddenly announced our engagement today. Why you? How can a mere clerk and a gopher like you get engaged to the president? You just work as a gopher. Anyone can do your job. Isn't it rude to call a general affairs job a gopher? Besides, I've known the president since I was a little girl. What? He's my longtime friend from childhood, and he confessed his feelings for me when we were in high school. We've been dating ever since. We both originally worked for different companies. When he decided to take over this company, of which his grandfather was president at the time, I also switched jobs to his company. At that time, we were already planning to get married. So as the future wife of the president, I felt I needed to get to know the company. Oh, okay. Well, anyone can do a clerical job, so it must have been easy to change jobs, right? Well, you don't understand how hard a clerical job is, and you've always been looking down on me. But I don't want to be talked down to by someone whose sales performance has been consistently the lowest for years. Well, fine. If I can't marry the president, I'll just go to the next one. What do you mean? I'll go after the executive director's son. I recently found out he's a doctor. I want to get married and become rich too. I don't think that's possible. Huh? Why not? My brother came to the barbecue today, didn't you know? What? Today's barbecue was an event where employees' families were welcome to attend. Huh? I didn't know anything about that. And I didn't tell my husband about the barbecue. I invited him. What? Because you are married to my brother. I couldn't forgive you for saying you want to get married and become rich. So I thought I'd show my brother who you really are. No way! What a thing for you to do! If my husband says he wants a divorce or something, it's your fault. I'm going to make it impossible for you to stay at our company. Wouldn't you be better off worrying about yourself instead of me? Huh? What do you mean? What the hell is going on? Why am I being fired and not you? It's the company's decision, not mine. You're the one who told the president something, aren't you? No, I wouldn't do that. Apparently, it all started with your behavior at the barbecue the other day. What do you mean? Have you forgotten what you've done? You mixed alcohol in the president's glass, who is constitutionally incapable of drinking alcohol. You suddenly poured red wine on me. You also ordered me to be a waiter. And you ignored the rule at the barbecue, which was to grill your own food, and took food from others. All of those behaviors were being watched, you know. From the looks of it, the speculation was made that there must be others who have suffered some kind of damage. So, our internal compliance department investigated. What? Investigate? Let me explain. I'm also a member of the compliance department, but this time, I wasn't the main person in charge. And then, loads of questions started popping up. You forced a new employee who was underage to drink alcohol. When junior employees refused your invitation for a drink, you spoke ill of them behind their back. And you tried to steal another employee's sales results. Countless other complaints were reported. Me? Complaints? When we asked them why they had kept quiet until now, they said they couldn't report because they were afraid of you. Since it was discovered that you have been causing trouble for our business partners as well, the conclusion was that you're fired. No way! And my brother didn't come back to you after the barbecue, did he? Why do you know that? He's at our parents' house now. I think it's only a matter of time before he asks for a divorce. You're kidding! Wait a minute! Now, if you'll excuse me. Megan moved to our company a little before I did because of the sales manager's connections. She was so selfish that everyone had a hard time with her. But now that the sales manager has retired, Megan was fired from her job because of the disturbance she had caused. She tried to get married to the president and become rich, even though she was married to my brother. As a result, my brother had grown weary of Megan and divorced her. As for the matter of the red wine that was poured on me, I received the minimum amount of compensation from Megan, and that was the end of it. Why? Because the thing is, the new employee who was almost forced to drink alcohol sued Megan. In addition, my fiancé also sued her for mixing alcohol in his tea. Megan was arrested. She is now owed a large amount of money in settlements and compensation. She is now working part-time to pay off her debts. She complains, "Why am I in this mess?" She is living in extreme poverty all by herself.
Sarah, are you still at work?
Hello, Violet. Yes, I have a lot of chores to do and I'm running out of time. You don't seem to know what you're doing. I beg your pardon? You look like you're working quickly, but in fact, nothing is going on. That's the image I have of you. Is that so? I don't think so. I made today's dinner for you. Meatball, pasta, and grilled chicken. Really? Thank you. I love both of them. Do you mind if I deliver it to your company? No, that's a bit too much. Tom is off today, so I'll send him to pick them up. I'll call him and let him know. Got it. Thank you, Violet. Sarah, Tom said it's too much trouble to go out, so I've delivered the dishes. Did he say that? I'm sorry for troubling you, Violet. He shouldn't have said that. It's okay. I wasn't busy either. But still, I love the view from the living room. It's great. I see. I'm glad to hear that. It would be great to live in a place like that, wouldn't it? Yes, I like it too. Tom feels the same way. I think it's too luxurious for you. What? It's nothing. Well then, I have some work to do. Thank you for your help today. Sarah? Yes? I've come to visit you at your house today. Seriously? I called Tom and he said he's at home. Oh, yes, he is. There was a little mold in the bathroom, so I cleaned it up. Oh, sorry for that. I've been so busy these days, I haven't had time to clean the bathroom. Well, I know that you're busy working, but I don't want you to neglect your housewife duties. I'll have to ask you to do your best for Tom's sake. I know. Well, next time you come to my house, could you please call me? Why? It doesn't matter if Tom's at home, right? Yes, but I don't want you to see the dirty bathroom and so on like today. I don't want you wandering around the house without permission. It's okay, since we're family. Jeez. You don't have to worry about that. That's the fact, and I don't expect you doing your house chores properly. Anyway, you're doing great in your father's company, so I don't blame you. I'm sorry that I'm not doing the house chores properly. I'll do my best so you won't be ashamed of me anymore. Violet, were you at our house again? I told you to call me, didn't I? Oh, it doesn't matter. I was with Tom. I know, but you should have called me before you visited our house. By the way, I have a question. What is it? I went into your workroom today. Huh? Did you enter without permission? As I said, you crossed the line. Will you stop wandering around the house when I'm not home? What do you mean wandering around? I'm Tom's mother, remember? What's wrong with me wandering around the house? Yes, but there are some things I don't want to be seen or touched. Is there such a thing? In case you're wondering, there is. Oh, okay. Anyway, I saw the sticky note next to your computer. What? Did you see that much detail? I keep things related to my work around my computer. I don't want you to touch it without my permission. I didn't touch it. I just read it. That's not good either. I read that the new president will be chosen from the company's own people. That's Tom, right? What? Because Tom is the son-in-law of the current company's president. Isn't that what people generally think? Even your father thinks so, right? I wonder. What do you mean by that? Are you saying you can't tell me? My father is still working and nothing has been decided yet. And even if it's you, it's a company secret, so I can't tell you anything. Tom will be chosen, won't he? I beg your pardon? I'm saying that if Tom becomes the company's president and took over your father's company, it's a good sign, isn't it? Don't try to fool me around. You can't deceive me, you know? I told you that there's really nothing I can say to you. You should have noticed that. I guess there's no doubt about it.
About what?
It's obvious. Tom's appointment as the company's president.
That's what I told you. I can't say anything.
Okay, I got it. But I'm getting excited somehow. It's not just a dream that I'm going to live in a townhouse, is it?
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Can you please explain to me, Violet? I got a call from my mother. She said all my stuff has been sent there.
Don't you understand?
I have no idea.
You'll find out if you think.
What are you talking about?
I'm going to ask you to leave this townhouse.
What is this all of a sudden? I don't understand what you're saying.
Don't you understand? I'm telling you to get out of the townhouse.
I told you I don't know the reason why.
You want to know?
It's obvious. All of a sudden you're being unreasonable.
I just filed your divorce papers.
Huh? What do you mean, divorce papers?
It means you and Tom are divorced now.
That's a lie, isn't it? I didn't hear anything about that. I don't even remember filling out the divorce papers.
I filled it out for you.
Don't you know that those divorce papers will not be accepted if you fill them out on behalf of me? You have to write it in person. It's called forgery.
What? But Tom was with me, so it's okay, right?
Even if Tom was there, I still have to fill out the form myself. If not, I can revoke it. I mean, are you serious?
Of course. This company was successfully taken over by us, mother and son. You're of no use to us. Get divorced and get out of the house right away.
What are you talking about? My father is the president of the company. I didn't hear anything about Tom being appointed.
That's not important. It's obvious that Tom will be the president of the company soon.
Huh?
Tom has been worrying about it for a long time. He wants to divorce you.
What do you mean?
It seems you and Tom aren't a good match to each other. He was tired of you always giving him orders. He says he feels depressed when you keep talking to him like you're his boss. I feel sorry for him.
Oh no.
So, I'll take care of Tom from now on.
What?
Tom is the next president. He needs someone by his side to take care of him, right? He doesn't need a wife who can't support him.
The next president? What are you saying? I don't know what you mean.
Anyway, you're no longer needed, so that means you don't have to come back to this townhouse. I'm a little disappointed that Tom will no longer have a wife, but I'll do my best as his mother instead.
You don't have to come back. I'm living in that townhouse too.
That's why I sent your stuff back to your parents' home, so you don't have to come back here, right? You can go live with your mother at home while she spoils you.
It's too selfish. I didn't expect to get kicked out. Anyway, I'll talk to Tom about this.
You'll divorce Tom and move out of the townhouse. Tom will be the company's president. I will live in the townhouse and take care of him. Everything is fine now, so there's nothing to discuss, right?
That's enough. What you just said makes no sense at all.
Hey, Sarah, will you stop following Tom around? This is an important time for him since he'll become the company's president. What if there are strange rumors?
That's my line. Well, I don't have a problem with rumors.
What do you mean by that?
I didn't follow him around. He was the one who's following me.
Huh? I understand why you didn't want to get divorced, but your marriage is already over, okay? Stop lying and following Tom around. I told you that's not true. Why should I hang around him? Now I'm glad we're divorced. You're being so bossy again. I can understand how you feel. Your ex-husband is now the president of your own father's company. I feel sorry for you. I don't know what you think you're doing, but Tom won't be the company's president. What are you talking about? You said that yourself, didn't you? Did I say anything? You said the new president will come from the family member. The only relatives in that company are your father, you, Tom, and your cousin, right? Then Tom is the only one who can be the president. That's a big misunderstanding. You're assuming too much. Huh? Enough joking around or I'll get angry. My ex-husband is unemployed. Is that okay? Huh? What do you mean he's unemployed? Stop kidding. I'm not kidding. For the past month, have you seen him coming to work at our company? What? Every time you went to the house, he was at home, right? Well, did you see him go to work after you kicked me out? Isn't that a recharging period for the new president? What kind of president who dares to leave the company just to recharge? Maybe he's working from home or something like that. With computers available now, it's possible to work from home, isn't it? No president would leave the company for a month just for remote work. Then can you explain to me what really is going on? Tom was fired from the company a long time ago. What? Fired? Why? He was not serious about his work. He took naps at his desk. He was playing smartphone games too during work. Sometimes he went to the casino and horse race on his way to a client's office. It caused a lot of trouble for everyone in my department. You're lying, right? Tom would never do such a thing. You're so frustrated that you're making up stories. I'm not lying. To top it all off, he used the company's money. He spent it all on gambling. Spent it all? That's a lie. Why didn't you stop him? I warned him over and over again. Everyone in the company knew he was my husband. I had to do something. I tried so hard to make things better. That's what a wife should do. But no matter how many times I warned him, the result was the same. I was also very frustrated. You mean you couldn't help him? Did you abandon Tom? I don't know if I'm abandoning him or not, but he refused to change, so there's nothing I could do to help him. It can't be helped. My father decided to fire Tom when he saw that I was in trouble. What? Your father did that? My father is still the president of the company. Tom embezzled money with impunity, so it is only natural that he should decide on the punishment. That's not what you're talking about. You said that one of the family members would be president. It's just your assumption. You came up with that idea after sneaking into my room, am I right? Did you deceive me? I didn't deceive you. I told you I couldn't tell you anything because it's a company secret. You just misunderstood that on your own. But I don't understand. Why did Tom say that he wants a divorce? Maybe he wanted to pay off his debts? Debts? Yes, I found that out after talking with him the other day. Tom embezzled nearly 10 million of the company's money. 10 million? That much? And he invested it all in gambling? That's right. My father was willing to settle out of court if he pays off his debts. Isn't that why he came up with the idea of getting a divorce? What do you mean? Tom never wanted to be the company's president from the beginning. Huh? Because he was fired. Tom wanted to get divorced so that he can get the townhouse as his property division. I think he was planning to settle the embezzled money with the money he'll get from the sale of the townhouse. What? Settling with property division? What is he thinking? We'll have no place to live. Don't worry about that. Why not? You and your son have forgotten everything that's inconvenient for you, haven't you? I bought that townhouse before we got married. My father helped me a little, but I've paid for it in full. Then give it to Tom. He's in financial trouble, isn't he? You really don't know anything. About what? Property division is for property shared by two people after marriage. The townhouse is not subject to property division because I bought it before we got married. That's a lie. So that townhouse doesn't belong to us? Isn't it obvious? That's why I'm asking you to leave soon. So you're just going to kick us out and live in comfort? That's unacceptable. What I do in my house is up to me. I bought this property on my own. You took everything away from us? What are we supposed to do? I don't know. By the way, I haven't been able to contact Tom since 2 days ago. Seems that his phone is out of range. Where is he? Come to think of it, he hasn't come home. I wonder where he went. Maybe he ran away? What? That's not true. He wouldn't do that. I'll call him. How did it go? Did you get in touch with Tom? Can you get a reply? Sarah? Yes? I've been trying to call him, but there's no response. I can't get him on WhatsApp either. Right? I've been trying to contact him for 2 days now. I can't get through to him at all, and he doesn't return my calls. I can only think that he ran away. You gotta be kidding me. Tom would never do such a thing. But you didn't get through to him, did you? Well, he didn't reply to your message either, right? Yes. Is there anything else you can think of? No. See? What happens if Tom doesn't come back? Let's see. I'll probably have to sue Tom for embezzlement. Seriously? Isn't it obvious? He spent almost 10 million of the company's money, you know. My father was merciful enough to offer him a settlement if he could pay in full. If Tom betrays my father, he will show no mercy. He knows a lot of lawyers in his line of work. I'm sure he'll immediately contact a lawyer he knows who's good at embezzlement charges. You can't do that. I feel sorry for Tom. That boy's life will be scarred. You need to think about what your son did. And he's an adult. There's no time to feel sorry for him. We have to make sure he pays for his crime. Is there no other way? You must think about it. Why should I think about it? Because Tom is your ex-husband. I know you still love him. He divorced me without any reason. I have no love for him. Don't be ridiculous. I'm so glad I didn't cancel the divorce. Don't say that. Tell me how to fix this problem. Well, I have a solution. What is it? It's for you to pay back the money on behalf of Tom. What? There's no way I can pay back nearly $10 million. You have your house, right? If you sell it, you can pay back close to that amount. We've already sold the house. No kidding. When? Before we moved into the townhouse. I told Tom that we should sell the house because it would be hard to maintain 2 houses. I can't believe you did that. And what did you do with the money? Tom asked me to transfer the money to his account, so I did so. What? I bet that money has disappeared by now. Oh no. Why did you transfer the money to Tom's account? Because I didn't think it was something like this. We were living in the townhouse anyway. I thought it would be good if Tom could become the company's president.
Geez, that man was not the son you thought he was. He was rotten from inside out.
What should I do? How am I supposed to pay back $10 million if I was kicked out of the townhouse and have no savings?
If he can't pay me, I'll sue your son.
That's unacceptable. As his mother, I can't allow you to do that.
But there's no other way.
Why don't you just pay on behalf of Tom? You have enough money to buy a townhouse, right? So you should pay.
That's nonsense. I'm divorced, so I have nothing to do with you or your son. I don't understand why I have to pay that money. It's impossible.
Then what am I supposed to do?
Well, you can either pay the money or I'll sue your son.
I don't have any money to pay for that. I'm begging you. Please pay on behalf of Tom.
No matter how much you ask, I can't. I don't have a penny to pay for the sake of a scumbag ex-husband and his stupid mother. Please give up now.
You heartless ogre.
I won't pay no matter what you say. If you still can't choose between the two, then do as you please. I won't have anything to do with you anymore.
Don't say that. Sarah, please.
Excuse me, Violet. After that, Violet insisted that she really didn't want her son to bear the guilt. So she had to pay back the nearly $10 million embezzled money in installments. With the little savings she had left, she rented a tattered apartment and moved there. She is now working hard every day, doing various part-time jobs early in the morning, during the day, and at night. In the end, Tom was nowhere to be found. I believe a man who tries to escape at the expense of his own mother does not have a good future. 7 years later, I was selected as the next president of the company and took over my father's duty. I'm still single, but I can't afford to fall in love because I'm responsible to keep the company going for the sake of my employees. For the time being, I'm going to concentrate on my work.
Is this Harrison? It seems as though you and my daughter are a thing. Good evening. Are you Sabrina's father, Hugo? Yes, that's right. I'm Harrison, Sabrina's boyfriend. May I help you? It's not that I need anything from you. It's just that you lack a little common sense, don't you? Huh? Did I do something rude? I got your contact from my wife's phone. I didn't realize you were sneaking around texting with her before you came to formally meet us. Don't you think that's rude? No. Your wife has been kind to me like her own son since Sabrina and I started dating in college. We exchanged contacts and have been in contact with each other ever since. The reason we're talking secretly is because I was asking her for advice on a souvenir. I heard that you are very particular about food, so I admire your spirit, but I don't approve of you sneaking around with my wife. I understand. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. I really don't think I can let a thoughtless man like you marry Sabrina. By the way, about the meet and greet, your parents are coming too, right? No, I was going to come alone. What? You really don't have any common sense, do you? My mother is busy with work, so I don't think she'll be able to come. What about your father? It's just the two of us. My father isn't around. I see, a mother and her child. If that's the case, it makes sense. Okay, now I get it. What? What do you mean? Anyway, if you wanna do the greetings, be sure to bring your mother. All the parents will be here on our side. It'll be rude for your parents not to come. I could never condone such a thing. Okay, I see. I'll talk to my mother about it. Sabrina, I'm sorry. Today's wedding greeting, I'll be the only one to greet your parents at first. What's wrong? Your mother was supposed to come with you, right? There was some trouble at work, and she got called in to deal with it. Oh my God. If your mother's going there must have been a lot of trouble. She's planning to come even if she's late, so I'm sorry, but could you tell your parents that as well? And also tell them I'm sorry, especially to your father. Please be polite. Okay, that's fine. Besides, originally you were supposed to come alone, but my father insisted your busy mother make time. It's not like you have a choice. I'll take care of him, so don't worry about it. Thank you. I'll be at the Japanese restaurant. I have a reservation at 11:30 as planned. Okay, have a safe trip. Hey there, poor guy who grew up in a single-parent home. How does it feel to be slapped with a wad of cash? This is what happens when you cheekily say you want to marry my daughter. What on earth do you think you're doing? As soon as I entered the private room of the restaurant, you slapped me back and forth with a wad of bills. By the way, that wad of cash was $50,000. Did you go out of your way just to get that much money together? Oh, give me a break. Do you think that's a lot of money? It's interesting to see the sensibility of a poor person, isn't it? A loser like you will never see that much money. You should be grateful to me. I'm not grateful, but I'm angry. I know you're Sabrina's father, but I can't take this kind of humiliation. I don't remember anyone I've ever met going that far. What on earth did I do to you? I just sent you a message. I would never give my precious daughter to a poor man who grew up in a single-parent home. There is no doubt that I grew up in a single-parent home. My mother is a good earner, and we have never been in a situation where money was a problem. Can you please stop insulting me by assuming that we are poor? That's just something you don't realize. It's common knowledge that a single-parent home equals poor. It's just that your sense of poverty is numb. The fact that you called $50,000 a lot of money makes it obvious that you are poor. People at my level sometimes spend $100,000 in our daily lives. In other words, our Sabrina's values are in a whole different class. I can't allow her to get married to you. Above all, I don't want her to be taken advantage of because she accidentally got married to a poor man. That's the kind of thing you have to nip in the bud. But that doesn't mean you should do that to the fiancé who came to greet you. I didn't recognize you as a fiancé. That's why I greeted you the way I did. I thought you had no common sense from the start. It figures because you're from a single-parent home. That brazenness with no sense of status. It really bugs me. You think I can marry my daughter off to a poor man who grew up in a single-parent home? Don't make me say the same thing over and over again. You know what? A son raised by a mother who is late for the wedding greeting is not a good thing. I was actually gonna tell you how miserable mothers and sons are in society. You are the most insane parent and son I could have ever imagined that you would be late to the party. As you probably heard from Sabrina, this time it was a work-related problem, and I had no choice but to... I just received a call a few minutes ago that she'll be arriving soon. What kind of a fiasco did your mother have to go through to be called all the way to the office? That's not what I meant. Whatever it is, I don't approve of you marrying my daughter. Speaking of which, where did you go after that? The restaurant lent us a private room they had available, and that's where we are now. I see. You're still in the restaurant. Then hurry up and come and get it. Get what? That $50,000 from before. If you leave my daughter, I'll give you that $50,000. Well, it's called a severance package. $50,000 is a lot of money for a guy like you. You could work for a year and still not make that much. That's what you'll get right away. I imagine a guy like you would jump at the chance. Excuse me for a moment. My mother has just arrived. I'd like to talk to her. Sorry to keep you waiting. I just spoke with my mother. What, a poor mother and her child were torn between their desire for $50,000 and their paltry pride? Let me ask you just to be sure. Are you sure you want me to break up with your daughter? My mother and I are going to come and visit you again now. Oh, wow, I knew you'd decide to accept the $50,000. A poor man's pride is just like this. You should have picked someone worthy of you from the beginning. What a mistake you made. How can a poor man marry my daughter? I'll give you $50,000. Leave my daughter now. Get the hell out of our lives. Don't regret it later. Huh? Harrison, wait! Please! No way! I can't believe your mother, the president of our company! I thought she was just someone else with the same last name! Harrison, I'll allow you to marry Sabrina! Give me a chance to plead my case to your mother! I mean, the boss! Harrison! I said I'll let you marry Sabrina! Answer me! Dad? Oh, Sabrina! Where are you now? At an important time when your own marriage is at stake. I've been with Harrison. What? And also with Harrison's mother. Oh, I see. Sabrina, please. Tell Harrison to answer my message. Also, tell him to come back soon with his mother. I'll allow him to marry you. Let's start the meeting over. Why are you talking so high and mighty? What? Don't you realize you are in a very bad position? Or are you aware of it, but you are trying to escape reality? This is not the time to be talking about whether you approve of my marriage or not, Dad. You know you are in a bad position socially, don't you? Sabrina? The reason I didn't tell you about Harrison's mother beforehand is because I felt your condescending attitude was dangerous. Dangerous? If I told you beforehand that Harrison's mother was the president of your company, I'm sure you would have gone into full-on ass-kissing mode. Of course, it's my boss. That's why I didn't tell you. Huh? When you started forcing Harrison to bring his mother, I knew you had a bad habit of looking down on people. I dared to let that go and thought I'd found out by your attitude today, the day of the greeting. But I never thought you'd slap him back and forth with a wad of bills. I didn't see that coming. And as your daughter, I'm ashamed. I feel sorry for Harrison and his mother. Oh no, Sabrina! You're not behaving like a daughter speaking ill of your father. I don't care what you think. It's you, father, who's not behaving well. That $50,000 is the money Mom received from her grandfather's inheritance, isn't it? What? I know you and Mom know each other's PIN numbers in case of an emergency. But that doesn't mean you can withdraw the money without permission. No, we are a couple. No, you can't do that. I mean, it's not your money, and you slap him back and forth with that wad of cash and talk to him like it's a severance package. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? Where's your pride? Are you stupid? After dating Harrison and getting to know his mother, who is the president of the company, I've come to understand. Rich people take better care of their money. It's only natural, since they're the ones who do business by paying attention to every penny. That's why $50,000 is a lot of money in the eyes of Harrison's mother. She says she despises people who slap other people with it. I agree. Sabrina, don't talk back to your father. A father who calls himself elite, but our family is middle class at best. You're bragging to Harrison like a big shot about spending $100,000. You mean the home you built with a loan, right? And it's in Mom's name. That's enough. I understand already. Oh, really? I could go on forever about you. Well, I'm glad I got to say what I wanted to say. I think we'll be able to part our ways now. What? You're gonna cut ties with your own father? I told you I'd found out how you would behave today. I can't stand the fact that I'm your daughter, so I'm cutting off all ties with you. And then Harrison will be requesting reimbursement for medical bills and compensation as well. And I'm sure you'll get a bill for lost time from work. Huh? What the hell is that? When he fell down after being slapped back and forth by you, he hurt his wrist and fingers supporting himself. Huh? He was being treated at the hospital while we were texting. Harrison does delicate technical work and mainly uses his hands, and he's going to have to take some time off work for a few weeks. Wait! Then why was he texting earlier? If he hurt his fingers, he can't type. Oh, Dad, I was the one typing. Huh? Well, I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't notice. I was typing what Harrison wanted to say on his behalf and communicating with you. Excuse me? So, I was shocked to see what a terrible person you are. The last sentence, please don't regret it. I sent on impulse. Your attitude was so despicable. I thought you should be socially sanctioned and hurt. No, that was... I'm gonna take Harrison home and go straight back to my apartment. Sabrina! Oh, and make sure you give the $50,000 back to Mom. Harrison, please, can you take this up with the president? If you don't, I'll be demoted. My wife will divorce me too. I told you I'd let you marry marry Sabrina, didn't I? Come on, please! Harrison! Hey, I'm really begging you! Please! Sabrina? Oh, Harrison? Oh, yeah, I guess you're all better about now. I can type on my phone smoothly, and I'd say I'm fully recovered. It looks like I'll be able to work again. That's great. Sorry about my dad. Oh, I made a mistake. The guy that was my dad. Don't apologize, Sabrina. If my injury set you free, it's a small price to pay. Anyway, I heard your parents are in divorce proceedings. Have they separated already? Yes, they have. My parents' house is in my mother's name, so she asked my father to move out. Do you mind if I ask what happened? You know, there was a settlement payment to get you to withdraw the damage report you filed. To get that money, he tried to withdraw it from my mother's account again. What? As you can imagine, my mother's patience had run out this time. After everything that had happened in the past, I guess it was the straw that broke the camel's back. I see. Actually, you know, at my mom's office, I told you the other day when we were meeting that she got called in for some trouble at work. Oh, I heard about the trouble too. They investigated and found that it was because of my father's mistake. So he was demoted from section chief to a rank-and-file employee. That's right. I'm an outsider, so I don't really know the details. But that's what I heard. He was so overbearing, but I wonder what's going on. He's my ex-father, but I can only sigh. I'm sorry for your mother and you. Don't let it bother you, Sabrina. We've already broken ties, so don't worry about it. My mother says so too. I'm really fine. Thank you. By the way, I got a brochure of the wedding place we were talking about the other day. Oh, really? I want to see it. I'll bring it with me on our date tomorrow. I better jump in the shower. Oh, right. Me too. Well, good night. See you tomorrow. Okay, good night. See you tomorrow. Sabrina's parents divorced, and I received a lump sum settlement payment from her father. According to Sabrina's story, her father didn't have any savings, so I was wondering where the money came from. Apparently, he borrowed it from a shoddy loan service to pay it. After he was demoted to a regular employee, debt collectors started coming to the company. He was finally fired. After that, he worked part-time to make ends meet. But due to poverty and hard work, he has lost a lot of weight and is now in a state of utter disrepair. On the other hand, Sabrina and I got married half a year later. We are enjoying our newlywed life. My mother and mother-in-law are also very close, and sometimes they go out for afternoon tea together.
Hey, Katie. My food isn't ready yet. I came home early today. Why are you not home?
I'm sorry, Matt. I'm hospitalized.
What? Why would you be hospitalized? Pregnancy isn't a disease. Morning sickness is already over. I knew it. You're faking it, aren't you? Just because you can't be bothered to do the housework. I won't allow you to be in the hospital with a fake illness. Just come home and make me dinner.
I can't do that. I feel so bad that I can't even get up.
Huh? Yours is just a lazy disease. You can't even take care of your responsibilities. Get out of the hospital and do what you have to do. You're so useless. Don't you dare talk back to me.
I'm sorry. I can't.
Damn it. If you weren't pregnant, I'd kick you right out of here. Man, I'm so frustrated. I want a divorce.
Don't say divorce so easily.
You can't even take care of your husband. You deserve a divorce, don't you?
But I'm not feeling well right now.
I don't need excuses like that. I'm getting irritated just talking to you.
Matt,
I made a mistake marrying you. I work hard every day, but you skip housework just because you feel sick. Can't you share the hard work with me?
I'm sorry. I'll do my best with the housework when I get better.
I can't trust you.
What do you mean?
You're going to have a baby. You're gonna say you have a hard time taking care of the baby and skip housework, aren't you? I was a fool to marry a sloppy woman like you.
What should I do then? I want to work hard, but my body won't listen to me.
Why don't you go back home?
I can't now.
It's a waste of money to pay for a hospital stay. But even if you could come home, if you just sleep and don't do any chores, you'd just be in the way. Go home and let your parents take care of you.
Oh no.
Oh, wait, my bad. I just remembered. You're raised by a single mother.
My parents' house is far away and my mom is busy with work. I can't rely on my mom that easily. I'm sorry.
Gosh. Fine. When you're done having a baby, move out of my house.
You mean you want a divorce?
That's what I'm saying.
You're kidding, right?
Nope.
You've changed, Matthew.
Huh?
We were so nice to me when we first got married. Why do you keep saying terrible things to me lately?
It's because you're faking illness just to slack off.
I'm not faking it. Oh, I've been called in for a checkup.
A checkup?
Yeah,
What's the matter with you? Are you really sick?
that's what I've been saying all along. I thought it's normal to be tired when you're pregnant. I lost my appetite, so I went to the hospital. And my doctor said there was something serious. I'll call you when I get the results of the tests.
Why don't you just refuse the test?
Huh?
It's a waste of money.
That's not how it works. If it's the disease, that affects the baby. I'd have to treat it immediately.
It's probably just a cold or something. You gold digger, lazy woman. Gosh. Even I got summoned to see the doctor. What kind of mother finds out she has cancer while pregnant? You're so useless. Can't even take care of yourself.
I'm sorry.
The doctor asked me to choose between you or my daughter. I immediately said, daughter, please.
What?
Why are you so confused? I don't care about your body. Just have my baby.
Wait a minute. I can't believe my doctor said that. He said we'd work together so I could see my daughter's face. Was he lying?
There's nothing we can do. Your doctor couldn't even tell you.
Even before I've even started the treatment. How can they be so sure that they can only save me or the baby?
I'm telling you, you can't ask the doctor. They'll just tell you whatever they think don't hurt you.
Oh, by the way, my mom was at the hospital too, right? I'll confirm with my mom too. You both heard what your doctor said, didn't you?
Your mother had to work, so she left first. You're doubting me? But it's the truth. Your mom said she wanted to put her grandchildren before you. But it's too much to ask her to tell her own daughter the ugly truth. So I'm the bad guy instead of your mom. Do you understand? I'm doing it for you. And I'm so angry that you suspect me.
I see.
Well, you can ask your mom. I doubt she'll tell you the truth out of concern for you.
Well, my mom is a kind person. Hey, Matthew. I can raise her, right? I'm in a bit of shock. I'm a little confused.
You can't raise her, can you? It's already too hard to give birth. Oh yeah, where did you put your insurance documents?
I can't remember right now. Why?
I'm gonna need it after you leave, right? You're going to leave after you have the baby anyway.
Am I that much worse off?
Your doctor said you'll only have a few more months if you don't get treatment.
A few months?
They say you won't last long even if you get treatment. Anyway, because I don't want anything to happen to my baby, so no treatment. It will be a real problem if the baby is not born in a perfect health because of the medication. And if you tell me that you can't give birth anymore, I'll hate you for the rest of my life. You can't be so heartless as to only let yourself survive, right?
Of course. I'll have this baby even if it costs me my life.
Please do so. Don't get medical treatment. You're going to keep the baby. Refuse treatment at all costs. Is that clear?
Okay, fine.
Okay, that's what makes you a mother. If you're ready for this, then I'm relieved.
I'm the only one who can protect our baby. Anyway, for now, I'm just gonna try my best to have a healthy baby.
Oh, but just so you know, if there's anything wrong with the baby, I won't raise her.
What?
Of course I won't. I can't work and raise a kid who's a handful. I'm going to put her up for adoption or put her in a facility.
Please don't do that. She's your daughter no matter what. The ultrasound showed no abnormalities in the child. I'm sure she'll be fine.
You don't know that until she's born.
She's your child. You'll take good care of her, right?
Well, if she's a good-looking kid like me, I'll raise her. If it's ugly like you, I'll give her to someone else.
You're so cruel.
Or I can keep her at home and make her work like a housekeeper or something.
Don't do that. No matter how much you hate me, don't harass an innocent child.
Then you'll have to endure and survive and raise her by yourself. But well, you'll never be able to do that.
I'll do whatever it takes to survive. I'm the only one who can protect her.
Good imagination there. You can barely get up now. I wonder how you're going to be from now on. As I recall, your disease is going to be very painful and agonizing from now on.
Is that so?
My condolences. I think it'll be easier if you leave soon.
What a thing to say to someone who's trying so hard to live.
You want to be free from suffering as soon as possible, don't you? Besides, the longer you stay in the hospital, the more money it costs. I think you should just go gracefully for the sake of our family.
You're terrible. I can't leave her here with you.
No matter what to do, you're running out of time. You've only got a short time left. Katie, I got a call from the hospital. You suddenly got sick. Bad timing. I was in the middle of a meeting. Is it finally happening? Is that it? Anyway, come to the hospital as soon as possible. So, this is the end for you, huh? Dang it. I don't have your life insurance documents ready. I'll have to go home and look for it. Can't wait to see how much it's worth. What? I'm gonna say this one last time. I don't care about your body. Just make sure you have my baby. If you're going to so, be responsible as my wife. Save my daughter. What a thing to say. Katie's in heaven. What? What nonsense are you talking? Are you trying to make fun of me? Katie passed away just a few minutes ago. Huh? I'm Katie's mother. Emily? I'm so shocked that you said such a terrible thing to Katie. Wait a minute. Why are you using Katie's WhatsApp? Just when I was looking at Katie's phone, I got a notice from you. I opened it and found a lot of abusive texts about Katie. It was so horrifying that my hands were shaking. That's a misunderstanding. I have the entire history of the WhatsApp you sent Katie. When you came to me to greet me for the marriage, you said you'd take good care of Katie for the rest of her life. You've been burying her in your horrible words. You make me sick. You also said unbelievable things about my granddaughter, such as putting her in a facility and using her as a housekeeper. Well, Emily, please listen to me for a minute. I don't want to hear your excuses. As a mother, I'm so ashamed of myself. I didn't understand what Katie wanted to say to me, but couldn't. It's not that, Emily. I wanted Katie to become a strong mother. I was just being hard on her for her own good. I don't think so. You're such a jerk. I can't believe you said all these cruel things. Katie must have been so sad and depressed. Even when it was a hard time for her with the pregnancy and cancer treatment, you were even verbally abusive to her. But Emily, Katie is at fault too. She got sick because she wasn't taking good care of herself. I may just have said too much, but you just said too much? How can you be so unconcerned after hurting Katie like this? You're not a human. You're a demon or a devil. You don't have to go that far. Don't be ridiculous. You can't believe you said I chose my granddaughter over Katie. You even lied. That's not a lie. What? I was just trying to see if Katie could fulfill her responsibilities as a mother. There's no use in deceiving me. I've always found it weird. I used to tell Katie she could have a child only when she were healthy, and that her body was the most important thing, so let's get treatment as soon as possible. But she refused. It's so sad to think that it was because of you, Matthew. But Katie was the one who finally decided not to have the treatment, wasn't she? I was only giving her some advice. You're the one who made Katie say that. Don't blame me alone. Of course, I'm also guilty for not noticing. But you even pushed her into a corner when she was already suffering. Hey, it's not like all I did was wrong. What about a kid? Did she come out okay? The child was born safe. I see. It's a cute little girl, just like Katie. What? She looks like Katie? Is there a problem? Well, I'm not confident in raising a child that looks just like Katie. What the heck? See? Every time I see her face, I'd be reminding of Katie. It's hard for me, isn't it? Are you saying that you wish you never had her? I'm still young. There's a good chance I'll remarry. If I have a child who looks like Katie, it would be a hindrance. What the heck? I wish I never had a daughter with Katie. You're unbelievable. I can't trust you with Katie's daughter. I'll take her in and raise her myself. Thanks. I want to start a new life with little baggage. Katie will be sad to hear that. Katie protected her baby until the very end. She even refused painkillers. She just did what a mother should do, didn't she? You made her do it, didn't you? How much Katie suffered. But isn't Katie happy that she was able to protect her child? I'm not going to the hospital. I'll leave the rest to you. That's enough. Katie was holding out hope that she might be cured. It was you who put the deadline on her life, wasn't it? If it wasn't for that, Katie might have been cured. Because I thought it'd be better to inform her, so that she can be mentally prepared before she left. It's important, you know. Bull! And you even said my condolences about someone who was still alive? No matter how hard it was, she endured it without a single one. I despise you for saying such dirty words to Katie. There's no need to be so angry. Matthew, come to the hospital right now and apologize. Huh? Get down on your knees and apologize to Katie for all the mistakes you've made. No can do. Katie can't hear anything I say anymore. You said she's passed away, so you want me to apologize to a ghost? Don't you realize what you did wrong? Well, I feel a little bad that I didn't let you cure her. But I don't think she was going to be able to get cured completely anyway. I think I did her a favor in the end. She didn't have to suffer for a long time. Matthew, there's something you're hiding. What do you mean? You're cheating on her. Dang. You admit it, don't you? How did you know? Katie told me about it. Katie? When you first got married, you were kind to her. But the moment Katie got pregnant, you turned cold. When Katie was suffering from morning sickness, you didn't even care. And sometimes went out of line. That's why I investigated on Katie's behalf. What? I asked the detective agency to investigate you. You went that far. The results were just as I expected. Around the same time Katie got pregnant, you started going out with a female colleague. When I saw the report result, I want to throw up. Katie was suffering from an illness. You were out there having an affair. But I had it bad too. You had it bad? Because Katie got sick. I had to do the housework myself, even though I was busy with work. Besides, a sickly woman like Katie isn't fit to be my wife. Matthew, please be honest with me. You wanted to remarry that Trump, so that's why you made Katie refuse treatment, right? Even if that was true, I wouldn't voluntarily admit it. I'm so disappointed in you. Well, say what you want. I'm going to start a new family with my girlfriend. Oh, you can't marry her though? Huh? What are you talking about? She wants to be with me. Don't you know that she has a fiancé? What the heck? I found out when I hired a detective to investigate. Your cheating partner has a fiancé. She misses him a lot because of their long-distance relationship. She must have cheated on him with you because you were so close. But that's not what I heard. That's too bad. To her, you were just a game. For real? I thought if Katie passed away, I could remarry her. With Katie's insurance money, I thought I was going to have an elegant honeymoon with her. Insurance money? What are you talking about? Katie's life insurance. You are the beneficiary. What? I'm the beneficiary. Huh? Why? Katie found out about your affair. She took the necessary procedures to change the beneficiary. But Katie couldn't have done it. She did it herself. Katie was discharged from the hospital several times, right? She took the life insurance documents with her. Damn it! Snaking around when I'm not looking. Katie may look timid, but she is really a strong and smart girl. Well then, Emily, can you give me half of Katie's life insurance? I'm her husband, so of course I'm entitled to it, right? I won't give you a single penny. I'll use the insurance money to pay for my granddaughter's education. I'll be in trouble if I don't get the insurance money. What? Are you in financial trouble? I gave my girlfriend a lot of gifts. I took her on vacations. I have nothing in savings. Like I care. You had it coming. You cheated on her. Emily, please give me some money. You're pathetic. You know what? You have no right to start a new life. You'll spend the rest of your life making amends to Katie. You understand? Oh no! After that, Matthew had a tragic end. His boss found out that he had an affair with a colleague at work. He found it difficult to stay in the company and resigned from his job. When he became unemployed, the fiancé of his cheating partner asked him for alimony. Matthew, who had no savings, had to take on a large amount of debt. Matthew could not find a job even if he wanted to change his job. He could no longer afford to pay the rent for his apartment, so he moved into his parents' house. Soon after, his parents kicked him out. I had told his parents everything about what Matthew had done. I am sure that Matthew must be deeply regretting his actions by now. Katie gave birth safely. After seeing the baby's face, she departed to the other world. She suffered until she lost consciousness.
Protect her. Save her.
She kept repeating after she lost consciousness. So I will protect the precious life Katie left behind for me. Thankfully, Katie's sister, my eldest daughter, and her husband offered their support. With the help of my family, I will raise Katie's daughter well.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Make sure you prepare a proper gift for my parents. Of course, it should come out of your savings.
Huh? Why from my savings? Shouldn't you just prepare it yourself?
I'm the one supporting the household. That's exactly why, as my wife, you should be considerate enough to do that.
I'm in my 3rd trimester and I can't move around. Plus, I'm the one managing the finances. And isn't my savings my own money?
What are you misunderstanding here? Now that we're married, it's only natural for you to do things for my family. Just pay for the gift for my parents without making it difficult.
But it's money I've saved up. It's strange to ask me to do that. If it's for the family, you should be paying from your income.
What's with that? You really have no sense, do you? That savings of yours is only there because I've been supporting our living expenses with my income.
That's a cruel way to put it. I've been the one managing the finances and budgeting for our living costs.
Huh, I don't know what you think you've been doing, but think about my reputation too. Are you trying to embarrass my parents? A proper wife would just cooperate without saying anything.
But I'm in my 3rd trimester. I can't move around and I want to cut unnecessary expenses, so I can't do it this time. You should prepare it yourself.
Oh, don't be so dependent. So what if you're in your 3rd trimester? If you even have the slightest intention of showing gratitude to me, you should be able to bear that small burden.
Saying things like that really makes me mad. Shouldn't we share the burden equally?
It's a tradition for a wife to support her husband. If you think of it as doing it to save my face, you shouldn't have any complaints.
You talk about tradition, but I didn't marry you just to support you.
You're being pretty cheeky for a wife. Turning down such a small request from me. Aren't you misunderstanding your role?
Oh, don't talk about roles. I'm with you as part of the family, doing this together.
Then all the more reason for you to do it. Don't you feel bad that you're not doing it for my parents?
But I just can't accept it. And with a baby coming soon, I want to be careful with our money.
You keep making excuses about money, but in the end, you're just looking down on my family.
That's not it. I just want to build a better understanding between us.
Then just do what I say. A wife is supposed to sacrifice for her husband's family. That's what cooperation is.
Isn't that way of thinking a little off? It makes me wonder why I even got married.
If you have time to think about that, hurry up and do what I asked you to do. Is there something else you need to do?
I really don't feel well, and I've already said I can't take on more burdens.
Then figure out a way to do it while lying down or whatever, using your own methods. I'm relying on you.
If you're relying on me, you should also think about treating me better.
Why do I have to think about that too? It's your job to move for me.
When you say things like that, it makes me sad, and no matter what, there are things I just can't do.
Saying you can't do something is just an excuse. A proper wife wouldn't complain about something like this.
If you think so, then try doing it yourself. I have my limits too.
Huh? Doing it myself is out of the question. You're the wife, so it's your duty to do it.
Fine. Talking to you makes me wonder why I'm even here.
If you have time to wallow in your feelings, then just do what I told you to do. Hey, what's up?
What's with the sudden question? I was just about to have lunch.
You're so carefree, huh? Anyway, this weekend my sister's coming over, so clean up your room by the end of today.
I've already cleaned the guest room.
What are you talking about? I'm telling you to clean your room.
I don't get it.
You really don't have any sense. Since Hannah's been through a tough time with her abortion, it would be nice if you could let her have your room.
Why do I have to let her use my room? There's a guest room and she's been staying there until now, right?
But your room has the best view and is the most spacious, right? So I want to provide the best environment for Hannah.
No, but that's still my room, right? Do I really have to go out of my way to be so considerate in my own house? Besides, I heard she's staying for 3 nights, so do I really need to give up my room for that long?
It's naturally my responsibility as an older brother to take care of my sister's emotional well-being. You may not understand, but I have a duty as her brother. If it's for her sake, it's only right that I make a small sacrifice.
You talk about brotherly responsibility, but I'm in my 3rd trimester, and this is an important time for me. You know I'm about to give birth, right? For me, this room is a place where I feel comfortable.
There are still 3 weeks left, right? Is this really such a big deal? Also, what I'm saying isn't just a request. It's a command, as her brother. Just listen to me and give up your room.
No way. Why'd I have to go through all this trouble? Hannah would probably feel uneasy in my room anyway, so asking me to do this is unreasonable. Besides, I'm really not feeling well today, so I just can't do it.
So you think just because you're pregnant, you deserve special treatment? Huh, don't go making excuses and causing trouble for the family with your selfishness. Being in your 3rd trimester doesn't mean you can just be this spoiled.
I don't want special treatment. I just really feel like something's wrong. My belly's been tightening more than usual and there's some pain. I'm also a bit anxious about it. It's completely natural that I don't want to push myself, right?
Huh, you're just imagining things. You've had a pain a few times before, but nothing came out of it, right? Don't shut down important conversations just because you're a little uncomfortable. What if it's actually labor pains? You're so healthy that you could just give birth in a warehouse, right?
Are you seriously saying that?
Yeah, I'm serious. You know that warehouse Dad rented recently? It's free and spacious. A great deal.
I'm fine with my room.
Oh, don't be shy. Just go ahead. Pack up your stuff and get out.
No thanks. I have no obligation or reason to accept such a ridiculous request. My health is my priority. Why do you have to say such horrible things? You don't think about my feelings or condition at all, and you just speak without care. It's so inconsiderate.
Your very presence digs at Hannah's old wounds. You really don't get it, do you? Just think about how much pain my sister is in right now.
Hannah is super sweet. She mentioned that if you can't make it due to work, she'll step in for the birth. She's really looking forward to it and wants to support us. We both want to support each other, so why are you making assumptions like that?
Oh, shut up, you big-ass trigger. A person like you deserves a name like that.
Huh? Are you serious? Even as a joke, this is unbelievable.
For my sister, someone like you as the villain is just perfect. That's why you're so well suited for an evil name. Don't you think my sense of humor is pretty good?
Seriously, you're so annoying. It's always when things get like this that I start hating everything. Anyway, today I'm really not feeling like myself and I can't push myself to move, so I don't want to do anything.
You're being rebellious. Are you ignoring what I'm saying? I could tell Hannah that you said serves her right for the abortion.
I never said that. I would never say something that cruel. Are we done here? Talking to you just makes my head spin and now I'm starting to feel dizzy. If I keep this up, I'll lose it.
Don't run away. Remember when you were feeling jealous and said that getting pregnant is tough for you? You're not being honest.
You're so persistent. I never thought that and I definitely never said it. Don't project things you don't want to hear onto others.
Huh, you're just forgetting. When she found out during the perinatal tests that her baby had Down syndrome and her boyfriend irresponsibly ran off, you laughed at how pathetic it was that she couldn't even see through the guy she was dating, didn't you?
That's when you were drunk, saying all kinds of irresponsible things, right? Don't blame me for that.
Do you have any proof that I actually said that?
No, I don't.
Well, I win then. Hey, is the baby in your stomach important to you?
Of course it is.
But if you mess things up with Hannah or my parents, even if the baby's born, they might not show any love, you know?
What are you trying to say?
If you don't want the trust you've built with them to be ruined, just give birth in the warehouse.
You're a failure as a father.
It's not born yet, so I'm not a father yet.
Seriously, you're the worst.
Let me know when it's born. I'll come pick you up from the warehouse.
Are you seriously okay with that?
Of course. A man never goes back on his word.
What does he think of the baby in my belly? I want to divorce that guy so badly, but right now I have to focus on having a safe delivery. Can you believe it's already been 3 years of marriage? On my 28th birthday, my 32-year-old husband was so ecstatic about the pregnancy news that he actually peed himself from happiness. Hannah, my sister-in-law, is 26 now. She has someone she was going to marry, but as soon as he found out her baby had Down syndrome, he ran away. I can't imagine how much pain she's going through. Even so, my husband's attitude is too much. Every time I try to tell him the baby's gender, he says he doesn't care. I've started packing my things to leave, but my stomach's tightening. This doesn't feel right.
Miles, you are still at work, right? Oh, Hannah, what's up? Well, something terrible happened. Dad's going to get arrested.
Huh? What did you say, Hannah? Dad's all about honesty, so what did he do?
Natalie was found unconscious in the warehouse Dad had rented. It seems like someone called for help.
Huh? How's that even possible?
She was in a freezing cold warehouse with no heating, and she got hypothermia. Now they're saying both she and the child are in critical condition.
No way. I can't believe this is happening. Where are you right now?
I'm in front of the operating room at the hospital. It's an emergency surgery, and it seems like they have to do a C-section to get the baby out. But the doctor says they can't guarantee the baby's life. I still can't believe it. I'm in shock and I'm scared.
What am I supposed to do if something really happens to both of them? Just thinking about it makes me...
This isn't the time to think about that. Why is it that you always only think about yourself? But honestly, I need you to answer me. Do you really not know anything? Haven't you heard why Natalie was there?
No, we had a little argument, but I would never lock her in a warehouse over that.
But it's true that Natalie was found collapsed in that warehouse, right?
I can't believe it, but can I really trust that you had nothing to do with this? I only yelled at her a little. When I told her you were coming to stay, Natalie didn't like it. She expressed concern, saying, what if the baby suffers because you're present? So I got upset and yelled at her a little bit.
I see. That's why Natalie always had that look in her eyes, like she wasn't really smiling. I knew something was off.
Right? It happened almost half a year ago, but even now, you're still not fully healed. When I asked her to let you use the best room, she was upset, saying that even though we're a family, that's just really disrespectful.
That wicked woman! She'll learn what it feels like to suffer.
You're absolutely right. I'll make her regret her bad attitude.
Miles, I love you, but don't you think the timing's off? I think now is the time to just be patient.
What are you talking about? If you don't correct someone when they've done something wrong, it won't have any effect.
Yeah, but even though you two had a fight, if you kick a pregnant woman out of the house, you could get in trouble too, you know.
She left the house on her own, so it's fine. Plus, Dad's innocence will be proven soon, so don't worry.
How can you be so sure?
There are surveillance cameras in the warehouse. That'll be the proof.
But the warehouse has a lock on it.
Dad probably just forgot to lock it.
Now that you mention it, he did forget to lock the front door once and got scolded by Mom.
Dad's a bit of a scatterbrain. Still, it's hard to believe she actually took a joke seriously and involved my family in all this. I might have to think about getting a divorce.
Hey, what joke are you talking about?
Oh, don't worry about it.
If you're hiding something, you need to tell me, or I won't be able to help.
Hold on, are you cheating or something, Miles? You're sharp, huh?
Well, I'm your sister.
Hey, what's she like? Unlike Natalie, she's got a great figure, a pretty face, and an awesome personality.
Do you think someone that great would fall for you? Got any pictures?
Here you go.
Wow, she's hot. If someone as wonderful as her were my sister-in-law, I'd be able to talk to her about anything. I'm really looking forward to it.
That wish will be coming true soon, so don't worry. You can look forward to it from now on. She's exactly the kind of sister-in-law you've always dreamed of, so I'm happy too.
Does that mean you're planning to divorce Natalie and then remarry her?
Exactly. I'm done with Natalie, so don't worry. From now on, things will get better.
Yes, I'm really starting to get excited. I'm so glad that you'll be happy, Miles.
But remember, this is still a secret. Especially from Dad. If he finds out, he'll make a huge scene, so be careful.
Don't worry, I'm good at keeping secrets. I won't tell anyone. I promise I won't spill a word.
I knew I could count on you, Hannah. I'm really grateful to have such an understanding sister. Anyway, I'll take care of everything related to this, so don't worry about anything. Chill out and let me take care of everything.
Really? If that's the situation, can I trust that it's all good? I trust you, Miles, so I'm counting on you.
Oh, leave it to me.
Oh, by the way, it looks like Natalie's surgery is over. I think the doctor will explain things soon, so I'll have to go.
Wait a second. Can you at least tell me her condition? I really want to know what's going on. Please just read my message.
I'm so anxious to know, I can't calm down.
Hey, how could you leave me like that in that condition? Jesus. You're truly unbelievable.
Huh?
Sorry I couldn't get her to give birth in the warehouse.
You're alive? I can't believe you made it through the situation. I can't believe this.
What do you mean? Could it be that me being okay is actually inconvenient for you?
No, that's not it. You're okay then. Yeah, I'm glad you're okay. I never thought you'd survive in a situation like that.
And?
Huh?
Is that all you feel? I know you haven't heard anything, but don't you think you should be more emotional about this?
Oh, well, I guess I'm really glad to hear you had a safe delivery and that you're doing well.
What do you mean by I guess? As a father, you should be genuinely happy for this, right? How many fathers would say something like that in the world?
No, I didn't know because no one told me. Shouldn't you have contacted me first?
Well, since your child was born, I shouldn't have had to contact you. It's your responsibility to move first.
You're right. That's definitely my fault. I should have noticed earlier.
You should have been more joyful as a father that this child was born safely. Not just with words, but from the heart.
Yeah, I'm really happy. Oh, but with that tone, could it be that you're really angry?
Of course I'm angry. I can only think that you're picking a fight by asking me that, when you already know the answer.
Not at all. I've been reflecting on it since then, and I've been thinking really hard about the baby's name.
So, what name did you come up with?
If it's a boy, Ambrose. And if it's a girl, Gertrude. Don't you think they're wonderful names that aren't influenced by the times?
How on earth did you come up with those names in this day and age? I really don't understand your thinking.
Well, I'm a father, so I have the right to choose the name, right? It's my child, so it's only natural, don't you think?
But you weren't even interested in the baby, so what makes you think you have the right to say something like that? It's strange that someone who didn't even feel the responsibility as a father suddenly claims the right to choose the name.
I don't think that's true. Hey, in that place with almost no people around, who was the one that found you?
The one you love so much, Hannah.
Huh?
I never went to the warehouse. Your assumptions are really terrifying, you know.
No way. Hannah told me that you were found collapsed in the warehouse, and then she was worried that Dad might get arrested, so she contacted me in a panic. Are you saying that was all a lie?
Yes, that whole story was a lie Hannah told to protect me. I'm really grateful for her for helping me out.
Huh? What does that mean? I don't get it at all.
At that time, I was in severe pain and I started losing consciousness, so I tried calling anyone I could. But the first person on the call history was Hannah, and when I contacted her in a panic, she happened to be nearby working, so she took half a day off to come to my side.
My head is about to explode. I can't believe what you're saying.
If your head explodes, you might be able to be reborn, you know. Well, I guess you couldn't handle the pain, though.
Please, anything but the pain. That's no joke.
Ah, what a shame. It's actually highly recommended, though. By the way, Hannah was really amazing. Right away, she called an ambulance. After I unlocked my phone and handed it to her, I told her to check your messages. She took screenshots of everything and sent them my way so I could take a look.
So Hannah knows everything now?
Yeah. While I was unconscious, she really took care of everything, doing things I couldn't say myself. She handled everything with such care. I was shocked when I heard about it later.
No way. I'll never forgive you for using someone as sweet as Hannah.
Seriously, what's going on in your head? How could I possibly use someone while I'm unconscious and undergoing surgery?
So, Hannah did this all on her own then?
What else could it be? She handled everything on her own, made decisions by herself. She even pretended for your sake and protected me. I'm really grateful. Oh, by the way, your parents rushed to the scene too, and they ended up finding out everything.
What?
Hannah contacted them during the surgery and they immediately rushed over. By the time it was over, she had told them everything.
I don't believe it. I'll ask Hannah.
Go ahead, feel free to. But you probably don't want to talk to her foolish older brother who was planning to bring a woman into the house using her.
I'm done indulging your delusions.
What are you talking about? You confessed to Hannah about your affair, didn't you?
What?
If it's a favor from your sister, I guess You can even send a photo of you and your mistress together, huh?
No way.
The way you've been treating me is so terrible. I kind of set you up to see what you would do.
Come to think of it, wasn't she in the drama club at university? No way. You knew that and still used Hannah, didn't you?
I told you I couldn't do anything because I was unconscious. Do you understand what I mean?
Oh, shut up. Hannah, who loves me so much, would never do something like this. She must have been blackmailed, threatened into it.
Huh?
Release my sister.
Enough already. I was going to divorce you sooner or later, so it doesn't matter if it's exposed.
Well,
I've heard it's common for cheating to happen during pregnancy, but I didn't think it was true.
no, it's just that the other person tempted me, and I couldn't really get intimate with you because you were pregnant. That's why
Even though you're terrible at it and too quick, you still have energy.
Don't call me bad at it. Well, I'll be honest. I tend to finish pretty fast.
Alright, message sent.
Huh?
I sent everything we talked about to Hannah and your father. Both of them expressed their regrets, claiming you're too far gone to be helped.
Why is it only you who's getting replies? Mine hasn't even been read.
Oh, they've blocked you.
What?
You've been abandoned.
I'm sorry for everything. I'll change from today and want to start over.
Are you nuts? I'm not staying with a criminal and we're getting divorced.
But I haven't done anything.
You tried to use your sister as an excuse to kick me out of the house. Then you ordered me to give birth in the warehouse and went off to have an affair. Mental assault. Do you seriously think none of this is a crime?
Well, I'm not sure. I'm asking Hannah on WhatsApp about everything right now and still no reply.
I told you, it's pointless to say anything now. Even if you try to make it right now, it's too late. After a family meeting with your parents and Hannah, we've decided we don't want to be involved with you anymore. It's decided. We're strangers now. I just got a message saying everyone's decided to sever ties with you. I have no lingering feelings for you, and I've decided to start a new life with my child from here on out.
Wait. Please tell everyone that I'm truly sorry, that I'm really reflecting on my actions. I am sorry.
Do you think your reflection will take some form? Shut up, Mr. Worthless piece of trash. I'm so tired of hearing your I'm sorry. It doesn't work on me anymore.
What the hell is that? Don't suddenly give me some weird nickname.
But honestly, I think it suits you perfectly, don't you agree? You know what I'm talking about, right?
That's what I said to you before, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely something you said. But now I've realized that it's the perfect name for you. Hey, have you ever thought about this? What it would feel like if your own child disappeared from your life? Can you really imagine that?
What the hell are you suddenly saying? I've never thought about that.
Did you know Hannah still carries the ultrasound photo with her? Do you have any idea how much she's suffering?
Honestly, I thought as long as she's okay, that's what matters. But I didn't realize how much it affected her.
Can you imagine what it felt like for her to get a positive result from the prenatal test, then have her boyfriend run off and she had to make all the decisions on her own? I honestly think it's a weight I couldn't bear.
But if she had given birth, it would have been even more difficult, right? That's why she made the right decision, I guess. That's the reality of it.
I'm really speechless. People who can't understand anything will never change, no matter how many times you tell them. I can't forgive you for dragging Hannah into all of this. From now on, I don't care what happens to you anymore.
I really don't get it. Why am I the only one being blamed?
I don't want to be involved with you anymore, and as soon as I'm discharged, I'll start the paperwork. I'm going to use the WhatsApp history and the affair photos as evidence, so be prepared for that. And of course, you'll pay for everything, including the inheritance and alimony. I'm going to take everything I need to raise my child properly.
There's no way I can pay that kind of money. Seriously, how can you just say something like that out of nowhere?
That's your responsibility. You need to face the consequences of your own actions.
Wait a second. This is happening too fast. I never thought it would come to this.
Oh, what are you talking about? Did you accidentally wet yourself? I can't believe you go that far. How pathetic.
Huh?
Well then, excuse me. From now on, you're the peeing jerk. Or should I say Mr. Worthless piece of trash. Go ahead and do your best on your own, as you always have.
Wait, not that name. Give me a cooler one. I can at least...
You think you're cool? Stop joking around. Don't ever talk to me again. Goodbye. Afterward, with the support of my in-laws, my divorce from Miles was successfully finalized. It was decided that Miles would pay $250,000 in alimony and child support. Since my in-laws understood me, this amount was possible thanks to their support. However, Miles tried to flee with his mistress, and in the process, he got into a pedestrian accident due to carelessness while driving. As a result, he was sentenced to 7 months in prison for causing bodily harm through negligent driving and was sent to detention. According to Hannah, when he was arrested, his extreme nervousness caused him to poop his pants. Hannah made fun of Miles, saying he was just so pathetic right up to the finish. Because of this incident, he was instantly dismissed from his job. Moreover, his mistress left him, and he became estranged from his family and relatives. Now, even his friends have abandoned him, and he's completely alone. His assets were seized, and most of his remaining money is gone. In the end, even after serving his sentence, he has no chance of finding another job, and I heard that he's been completely abandoned by society. As for me, I'm living peacefully with the child who was born, and I'm very happy. My happiness grew even more when Hannah found an amazing boyfriend. Now I truly hope she can find her real happiness.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.